go.
Hello and welcome to Gaming Related. My name is Junior Monk. I hope I'm not muted. Good. You guys can hear me. Great. Happy day, everybody. I am so glad to be back. I am the host and DM of our Sunday game, Thieves of Queens of Kings, and look who I brought with me today. The whole gang's here except for one. Where the hell are you?
No, go back. You have to say, let's say hi to our players.
Hey, guys. So, I hope you had a good week.
It's Han Solo. He's here.
All the love. Let's say hi to our players.
Oh,
no, you put that back on. No, you put that back on. Hi, players.
Hi, players.
Every time I bust out the vest, he's like, it's Han Solo, and I feel bad immediately.
No,
it's a white shirt.
Why?
It's a white shirt. Han Solo's a handsome man.
Hey.
Hey,
put it on. Put it on.
Would you rather say it's Mercer?
My new shirt.
Oh, what is that?
You just yeet your last. That's good. That's good.
Happy Father's
I love that
Day
so
to all the
much.
daddies and dungeon daddies here. Hi, chat.
Can I show off
Hi,
my
chat.
shirt too?
Did you say Chad?
Hello,
Chat. I don't know a Chad.
All right,
Leon's
hold
right
on.
You know a few. We're all in the VC.
Okay.
All right, let's get.
Sorry.
Cynthia Vordoon.
Why isn't your camera working here? Hold on, let's fix it.
They're all Chads.
Where are you, Cassius?
And I'm so sorry.
You should just keep it like that, Leo. Just do the bandit.
Bane.
Can I? Wow, what a username. That's great.
Oh.
Huh?
Gary Nipple Blasters. Just a crazy username. I love that. W's in chat for Gary Nipple Blasters. Love you, friend.
There he is.
Wow.
I got it fixed. We love.
I think.
Pew pew.
Nipple blasters.
That's so good. Hey, I don't hear any music.
I do.
Just kidding. I have music.
You're broken every time.
No, it's because I had the tab muted.
Nice.
So,
Nice. Hi,
broke
Nipple
it.
Blasters. Hi, Tampon.
What?
Oh my god.
Hi,
General.
Duckbringer. Okay.
We missed you guys so much.
Yeah, we're so thrilled to be here. Sheesh. Are you guys ready to play D&D?
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm still going to
Okay.
answer my question.
Okay,
Oh.
go ahead. Go ahead with your question.
So, was that a no to Barbarian, or was that a yes to Barbarian?
So, you want to be... Okay,
Appreciate
level 1
it.
Barbarian and level 7 Druid?
7. Yeah. Well, let me ask a follow-up question really quick.
Okay.
Do you anticipate us getting to level 20?
Boo! She's power gaming. Boo!
And it's a OTP related question because
See, here's the problem. Monk is
It's
afraid of
stipulated.
level 20 characters, as he should
That's
be. They're
fair.
very powerful.
so do you want to know why?
Here's what
Do
I'll
you
say.
want to know why I
Yeah.
ask?
Yes.
Leon, because at level 18, druids get an ability where your body becomes timeless, and for every 1 year you age, it actually is like, I think 100. It's 10 years.
So,
And
I think
Jennifer
for
could
this-
stay
I think-
longer alive with Harion if she got to level 18.
With who?
Who?
there. Yeah, not
No,
there.
wait, no, Roxy! Wait, what the fuck's your name, Cassius?
Who the fuck is
I
that?
know I've been
Very
gone for a little while, but
Sorry.
that's crazy.
That's not what happened. Okay,
Look.
all right.
Harion's
Harry on even your man in that campaign.
I don't want him to be my man in that campaign. He's like my brother, and it's really gross.
So
Okay.
I met Cassius.
I need a couple things, and then I'll answer your question. Number 1,
Okay.
Yasern, what are your stats? Strength?
5, huh?
What's your strength?
Oh, you want to
Million.
just know my sauce? You want to know the secret sauce?
Just
Oh
your strength.
shit.
My
Derp, show us your
strength
sauce.
is 7.
And your dex?
-2. My dex is 14.
And con?
Damn dog, look at them guns. His strength is more than
13.
7.
And it's int? Your int?
12.
And wisdom?
18.
And charisma.
13.
And you said your con is 13?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. All right, I'm gonna look at yours in just a second, Xanafi.
Are you gonna multi-class me out of spite? I'm gonna be a barbarian.
Yes.
That's crazy!
All right, Evelyn,
Yeah.
what is your AC?
My armor class is 16.
Wonderful. And Yusern, what was your armor class?
I need to re-update it because it says 14. I'm pretty sure it was 21 before I took off my armor and got bitch slapped by a crab.
I
So-
have 20. Is it 21?
It might.
I think he might be 21. He was wearing plate armor, and you use if you
And
use
then
the-
uses a
Yeah.
shield.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
earthquake.
Got
Like-
it.
You having an earthquake?
What
What's
is
happening
happening?
over there, buddy?
Okay.
All right, Evelyn,
You're
your
the-
strength
Trying to fix my camera.
Oh, my strength is an 8, so -1.
and dex
18, 4.
and con.
Oh,
13,
so nice.
1.
Int.
16, 3.
Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. And then your wisdom
12,
and charisma.
For me, I'm gonna eat.
12.
All right, you're updated. And then your name was, where are you?
Hikaru, you know that.
Yeah,
Ooh.
what is that?
Ooh, what do you
You got mushrooms on it? Yeah.
That looks like broccoli.
Those are
Broccoli.
broccoli.
Broccoli beef.
It's broccoli
that looks
beef.
so good.
It's
Yo.
homemade broccoli beef.
I'm on my
Throw
way.
it
I
near
don't care if it'll
camera.
kill me.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
had
14.
barbecue short ribs for dinner. They were
What is your
delicious.
AC?
23.
And your strength?
16,
Dex?
15,
Con?
15,
Int?
13,
Wisdom?
14,
Charisma.
20.
So you took 2.
Damn.
2 in charisma? Damn.
Hi, sweet girl.
That's awesome.
Plus 5 in charisma. Yeah, I did.
Plus
that's
5 in charisma.
He's asking if I upped it. Yes, that's what I did with my
Ah.
level.
That's awesome.
I love how Monk says int for intelligence. Int.
And then Cassius, what is your AC? I know.
19,
And then your strength?
16,
Dex?
18,
Con?
16,
Int?
10,
Wisdom?
12,
and charisma.
18.
Okay.
I just love that 10.
Whoa!
10.
You don't
How
have
are
a
you so
7
powerful
anywhere?
with 10s, dude?
He rolled well.
What?
Because
do you
Leon
mean?
has like a 20
All
in the
right.
int.
Zanny baby.
This is so
Sorry.
genuinely the best stats I've ever rolled for any character ever. I hold him very close to my heart.
All right.
As you should.
Xanaphi.
I can't tell you until you answer my question
Okay.
on whether or not I can add ability score and then level up.
So,
You
you're
know-
wanting to be a level 1 barbarian,
Yeah.
and your current strength is 12. And what else?
So I just need one. I just need one.
Which means you
Or
would need
Monk could
2.
just say forget the restriction on it and just let you be a barbarian with 12 strength, which is also a perfectly fine thing to do at a table that we
And
are in
I'd be-
control of.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with just using one and then putting it somewhere else. I don't care.
Okay. All right.
I just feel like I have so much rage in my body. It
Yeah.
canonically has to make sense.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
I can attest that is something that a previous DM did for me. Is I was a ranger and wanted to multi-class into bard, and my charisma was just one away, so we took from something else and increased charisma.
What if I took
Here's
one
my
from
hot
my
take.
charisma and put it into strength? So I have an
No,
8
it's cool.
in
I'm
charisma.
just doing the so what is your your strength is still 12.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what's your dex?
Well, if I don't change anything, then it's 15.
And your con?
If I don't change anything, it's
You're not
15.
changing
You're not
anything. Don't
changing-
preface every number with that.
Yes. Your con? What's your constitution?
13. If I don't change anything.
Intelligence?
Mr. Electric, send her to the principal's office
I'm
and have her
losing-
expelled.
I am losing it.
Immediately.
And then, okay.
12.
And then
12
wisdom,
intelligence. 20.
and then your charisma.
9.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that was hard.
You wanted
here's
to
my
be a
here's my hot
paladin.
take. The stat requirements for
Well, you-
multiclassing in D&D 5th edition are incredibly stupid. If I have a 9 in charisma and I want to be a bard, let me be a bard. I'll be the worst bard in the world, but that's my choice.
That's what I was in.
Based.
Okay,
Based.
well,
I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
I
Make it
think we're
happen.
all leveled up and we're ready to play this damn game. So yes, you can be a barbarian, and you are now level 7.
I have to
and
talk
1
to
in
Leon,
bar-
actually.
Oh my gosh. I have to talk with my lawyer.
No, I was talking to Leon. Leon, you're now a
I-
level 7
no, I
druid
have
and
to-
a
I have
level
to
1
talk to
Oh,
barbarian.
my
okay.
lawyer.
So go
Things
and level
changed
up.
while I was gone. Okay.
And while you
All right.
level up, go ahead and just give the character sheet over to Xanaphy when you're done.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now with that, let's play some D&D. Can I get some ready checks?
Ready?
Okay.
Is this? Nope.
Oh.
That was very green.
Nope. Ariande is ready. Got it. Star. Hi, Star Scourge. Hey, Dirty Rollers. What's up? Okay.
Dirty rollers.
We are ready.
We're our check, Eddie. Check.
Yeah.
Eddie.
What?
R-Tech EIB check. Okay.
There's a check.
Previously on Thieves of Queens and Kings, you all completed the trials that Xanaphy was invited to. These trials are similar to Keyless Aramente, a quest to go and discover who you are and just how powerful you can be. And Xanaphy was invited not only to go, but to bring her friends, her party with her, the Strange Bedfellows. And that's where each of you came in. Now, these trials took you further and further into the ocean. The first one, along the kelp farm. Oh, look at the doggo. first
Sorry. Scooter wanted attention.
Into the kelp farm, where you had to go and find a pearl in the shallows, but you had to be careful because you were going as an octopus. And in the shallows, there were heavy waves and torrents and currents, also sea lions. You were able to do that. Guruk was part of that adventure as well. And then you went further out into the ocean to the coral reef, just the barrier before deep sea. And there you were turned into reef sharks, again, to find this coral. As you went down and dove through the coral reefs and fought different octopus and sea lions, you eventually found your target. And then the third trial, the deepest part of the ocean, 3,000 feet beneath you, you turned into whales. As Booba was going to essentially give you the hardest trial. You had to find a pearl, and he was going to hold the pearl, so he turned into the stone elemental and dove down to the bottom of the ocean. On the way down, you saw these beautiful jellyfish. You used your echolocation to speak to each other. And then you fought a rather large creature down there, a sea serpent who was protecting its lair. You were able to kill it with the power of friendship, and eventually you found the pearl and came back to the surface. Once at the surface, you all came to the shore and were celebrated by the entire tribe of this area. And that's where Yasern took one of the ribs from the dead whale at the bottom of the ocean and drug it onto the shore and began to cast a ritual, a funeral rite ritual, and was swarmed by the rest of the druid tribe that helped him in this process. As this magical ceremony was happening, Xanaphy was given the power, or unleashed the power, to turn into any creature in the entire ocean and she chose to turn into a sea turtle, scaring the shit out of Yasern.
Sorry.
But surfing the waves, her and Garuk had a moment. And then we were brought back into the village. So what I'd like to do to kind of bring us back, because it's been a couple weeks since we played, is I want to give you guys time to kind of re-immerse yourselves into the story. Our session begins this evening on the beach with the waves starting to come in as the tide is rolling in. There's a really heavy storm miles into the ocean beyond the horizon line with lightning crashing, and all of the druids have left and walked themselves back into the village. And before you guys head in, you as a group can sit and talk and discuss what just happened, what the next steps are, as Xanaphi has broken her chains. And that's where we begin our session this evening. So, along the docks, you could see that there are different canoes that are posted where they go out fishing and hunting. And just beyond the forest line, you know that the village is on the other side. So along the beach, what would you guys like to do?
That was a lot.
It was a lot of fun.
You didn't get swallowed. You didn't get eaten by a sea serpent.
Actually, it almost killed me.
And me. Yeah, that's correct.
But don't you feel alive? Your heart was pumping for the first time in forever. You just big pulmonary system just chugging through, feeling warm.
Pulmonary?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You're good.
At this, Vordoon walks up, stands for a moment, takes off his helmet, and then vomits seawater.
And
I hold his ears back. Wait,
My
His
ears?
back.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I don't have those anymore. I thought that was a thing.
Vordoon will heave some brackish water onto the beach. It quickly gets washed away by the ocean.
I don't like turning into sea creatures. That's a lot of ocean water.
Yeah, it
Have
was.
you done that before?
What?
Have you turned into a sea creature before?
Unfortunately.
That's a lot to unpack.
You run with some fun circles there, Vordoon.
Oh, they're a blast. No, I should tell you about Lissara sometime. She was.
I got
She
no
was crazy.
context, but I'd love to hear about it. On a side note, after I finished my ritual over there on the beach, I did get a vision that ships are coming. They're close. So anything we need to prepare, we gotta crack it down.
Yes, Cassius, I gave you the moray eel's head. Xanaphi, could you help me get the venom out so that I can start working on an antidote?
Yeah.
Because that'll definitely take priority, since if we're short on time now, I need to get to work. Ugh, that means I'm gonna have to stay up late. And I'm so tired.
What a tragedy. The last few days, they seem so fuzzy to my memory. E gave me head, and I don't even remember it.
Language?
You weren't? You.
You sound like Mr. Krabs.
Total serious face Xanathy turns. It can be quite disorientating when you turn into different animals. I understand that. That's your first time.
I never really took to it well.
What, being a whale or what are you talking about?
Sure. Well, in that case, I never really took to it well.
Get out.
Gotcha.
I'm so done.
I'm
Hey,
so
guys.
upset that I can't get drunk.
For chat, me and Leo just saw each other recently in person, and we went to an aquarium. Just BT-dubs.
Oh,
Yeah.
little aquarium.
It was
Was
lovely.
it the
And there was a lot of whale jokes.
So you did that on purpose.
I love you.
Lightning strikes. I need you to make a deck save. All 5 of you.
What did I do?
14.
why?
It's
Come on, Monk, be open to affection. Don't turtle up.
Oh, it's a 19.
Ah, not turtles.
18. No, we already did that with the turtles. No, not again.
So, Leon, you weren't there for it, but at the end of last session,
Yeah, I remember this.
Monk asked me to turn into a sea animal. Just instinct alone told me, you know what's really graceful and chill? A giant fucking sea turtle. Do you know what?
Man, it's such a good thing that nobody in the party has any traumatic memories
No
tied
complex
to
there.
turtles or turtle-like creatures. That would be awful, I would imagine.
It would be pretty bad. Thank goodness. For those who are new here, some of us do. And some of us are Yusern. Sorry, Yusern.
Oh, you will be.
Look.
So you
gonna-
guys can spend as much time on the beach, and eventually you can start to hear drums and partying happening just along the forest edge. Garuk will come out and stand just at the forest edge, and seeing that you guys are all okay, will give you a slight bow and a nod and turn around and walk back into the forest. Just
Hey.
checking on you.
Garuk,
He stops. Yes?
you guys do tattoos?
Yeah, we absolutely do tattoos. Who's asking?
This guy.
Yeah, we can hook you up. What kind of tattoo are you looking for?
Looking, I kind of just want like a little whale.
A whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we can help you with that. When you come into the village, look for Old Weck, the Fog Whisperer.
Oh my gosh, what a cool name.
Old Weck, I'll put it in chat.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going to spell that wrong.
He's a short fella, and kind of our tattoo artist for the village and the tribe. And he describes an old gnome to you.
Nice.
Tangled beard, full of reeds, milky eyes, and he says it always kind of just smells of mildew, wet ash, but you get used
Wet
to
ass?
No, no, no.
Wet ass.
it. No,
Or
no,
ash.
no, ma'am. I said wet ash.
What you
You know.
didn't know is in this world, anytime something is named Ash, immediately gets turned into ass.
Oh. Is everything all right, or
Old Wank, the frog whisperer.
you guys need some more time?
What time of day is it right now?
It's,
Daytime.
it's probably 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m. Sun's setting.
Let's watch the sunset and then head in.
Sure.
No, I'm the only one. I'll watch it. You guys
Xanthi,
go ahead.
Xanthi plops on the sand and starts digging around for sticks and bugs and
Yeah.
and shells
Okay.
and watches the sun.
So, it's already a dark purple sky because of the storm that's in the very far distance. But you could see the sky itself starts to turn from purple to black. And every few seconds to minutes, you see a lightning flash. It just lights up the entire sky. The breeze that hits you goes from really warm to suddenly very chill and very cool. And Garuk will sit down next to you all and say, "That's a really fierce storm coming. But we welcome storms like that." And he kind of elbows you on the arm, Xanthi. "It brings good change." And he starts to dig his heels into the sand, and he'll just put his hands behind his back and just kind of lay back and look up at the sky. You guys start to feel light drizzle coming from the sky as the rain comes in with the sunset. But over the next 30 minutes, you guys rest. Just thinking about all the things, the fact that not just a couple hours ago you were 3,000 feet below the surface of the ocean.
Are there any birds?
There are.
How many?
A flock. I would say probably like maybe 20, 30 flying around.
Okay, never mind. That's enough.
Why, do you want to thin the herd?
Thunderwave.
Why are you asking?
Yeah, Thunderwave.
You can now only turn into ducks.
Dog, I would be vicious.
Wait. Is this the secret to Xanaphi's shapeshifting? She just has to murk a bunch all at once.
No, you don't have
She
to do
absorbs
that.
their soul.
I don't have it prepared, or else I would consider it. No, I was gonna summon a bunch of seagulls, but we have enough. I want to be able to hear the seagulls in my heart. There's enough though.
Okay.
Summon the seagulls and then cast Thunderwave, because you can't.
I don't have
It's
it
not a war
prepared.
crime if you conjure them.
I don't have it prepared. It's the only thing stopping me
Wild.
right now.
Just
All right.
as
How many? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, just
And Dirk,
just as
can you
The
turn
sun.
your mic up just a smidge or scoot it up just a smidge? I have you maxed out in Discord, but you're coming in a little quieter than the rest. Sorry. Continue.
I understand, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, don't do that.
Just as the sun is about to just disappear, that's when Yusern is like,
This is my favorite part. Right here. Look at that.
the colors are just like painting across the sky.
We're lucky. Twilight.
There was a long time I prayed for this moment every day. It's beautiful. Who wants
prayed
tattoos?
For Twilight?
Yeah, the sun hurt like a bitch.
Cassius will be not saying anything, but as we're all sitting there watching the twilight, he will take out his instrument and he'll play the same song that he played to comfort Yastern that night in the inn. As we're all just sitting there enjoying the moment together.
Yusern pops his thumb in his mouth and goes to sleep.
Pulls out his stuffed animal.
Chamomile.
You guys, eventually the rain starts pouring a little bit harder, and Garuk's gonna say, the hunt is almost over, and Nida was looking for tuna. So, she should be in soon. We should prepare. I'm gonna see you at the village. Just follow the trail through the tree line. Follow the music.
Thank you.
And be careful. The marsh changes. Just follow the music. He gets up, he pats his hands, gets the sand off of it, and he turns and walks into the forest line and disappears. It is now probably 8 o'clock at night, and the storm has stopped, but the rain continues. The lightning and thunder have stopped.
Do we know in relation to where we are where the seed is?
It moves, so no.
Yeah, you don't know where it is. I mean, you know it's behind you, somewhere through the forest.
That away.
Yeah,
Just kind of over there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
My seed can also be behind you if you play your cards
Shut
right.
up.
Oh my gosh.
No. Ridiculous.
Okay, inspiration. Damn it.
No.
It was so good.
I already have it. It's a $19 inspiration. Who wants it?
I don't have
I'm good.
$19.
Do you have inspiration?
No.
Sick. Yes, sir, and you get it.
I already have one. Pass, double it and give it to the next guy.
Right, I guess Evelyn can have it.
Damn.
But
Dog, That's
okay.
pretty crazy.
Oh, that was so good. That was so funny.
That's hilarious.
Can you get another inspiration?
And I can give that one to you, sir.
I got one for whale burial.
Quick,
good.
you sir, use your inspiration so Cassius can give you another one.
Insight check on Cassius. Does he look inspired? I need to use this advantage. I need advantage, so I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Insight check on Cassius. Was he serious about the seed thing?
Oh shit. What was he?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Find out.
I'll fuck around.
Then you'll definitely find out.
Ooh, a 15.
15. 15.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh man, I just worked.
Turns
Anyway,
into
it's
a-
kind of raining. I'm kind of hungry. Do we want to go to the village, I guess?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. We still need to be cautious. We don't know who's the butcher's inside guy or girl or non-binary. Regardless, we need to get that poison antidote done. So maybe when we get to the village, if Xanafi, if you could help me real quick get
Yeah.
the venom out, then I can start working on that, since I don't see a point in
Easy.
trying to drink with everybody, because if there's drinking contests, I'd be cheating. So,
Or are you just using your resources?
Yes, you in the middle.
Who did you say was out fishing?
That is Nida, who is the tribe's hunter, or leader of the hunting pack. And her name is Nida Silverwake Orleaf.
she was the
And she's beautiful.
pink dolphin.
And she was drawn by the wonderful Always Sleepy.
We just take a moment to appreciate Sleepy and how if you go back and like watch the playlist of this campaign, you can just see the progression of like her art just getting more and more impressive.
Mhm.
It's
Just
not
wait
even
till
We're in
this
episodes,
goes.
June
we
now, so that
improved
means
so
it's
quick.
officially been a year since we started this campaign.
Wow.
Hey,
June 2nd was our first session as the
We kicked
Strange
off Pride Month with
Bedfellows.
this campaign.
We did!
Camp
Let's
Game.
go.
Camp Gay!
I
Can,
love
can
gay.
I show you this? Can I show you this drawing that Sleepy did for me?
Yeah.
It's one of
Yep.
my absolute
To Camp
favorites.
Gay.
And this one's my
Oh.
favorite.
Hey!
The Hydra.
Look at the Hydra.
You know what makes me
I
really sad,
love
Monk?
him!
You've
What?
never shown the bear. And that really actually hurts me.
The
I
bear.
think you should show the centaur again because that one I like.
I don't like the
The centaur is very powerful.
Yes, the
That's
centaur with the horse for
awful.
scale. Yes.
I forgot what horses looked like. I'm sorry.
Horse for scale. Yeah.
Oh
But
my
Monk, it
gosh.
really does make me sad. You never showed the bear.
Well, there's still time.
Well, turn into a bear.
We're gonna go level
No,
21.
it's not. It's the
so
bear
you
that
can be
I
level
turn
20 druid.
into.
I just got a flashback to when my brain melted and I asked, if a horse was a vampire, which heart would you stab?
We're not going down this
Because-
rabbit hole. Why would you do
because-
this?
Because
Horses only
because I
have
was-
one heart.
That's the point, because I meant centaur, but I just said horse.
Stupid ass. You also
So
never
we-
showed the rat boy I drawed. That makes
Wait.
me sad.
What's Cassius' intelligence score?
Maybe he's saving them.
10.
He might actually believe that horses have two hearts. I'm just saying.
Or maybe, you don't know where I've been. Maybe I saw a horse with two hearts, and that's the
In the
only horse I've
Feywild?
ever
Yeah.
seen the inside of. I don't go inside a lot of horses, okay?
You should consider. Kidding.
All right, hit me up, wild shape.
What?
Oh, you made her
just killed
leave the
Sleepy.
camera.
She's gone.
It's gone entirely.
Did it. You sex
Oh
joked
my
her out of
God,
the whole
what the
stream.
This is what happens when Leon is gone for
Yeah.
2 sessions. He has to compile all
That's
of the chaos
crazy,
from
dude.
the previous jokes into one session.
Listen,
That's
I'm gone for a
crazy.
few weeks. You let your guard down, I come back swinging.
I don't want to come back. It's fine. You can keep it.
It doesn't
No.
have to be on the back.
I can't keep giving inspiration
Somebody go
for
back
those
and
type
clip
of jokes,
that. I
but-
swear to God.
I
I'm
haven't.
not gonna get
I haven't-
anything done tonight.
Hey, focus.
I
I
haven't-
want to
yeah.
show off the drawing I did for this exact session.
I haven't
Wild shape of a
interacted with
bear.
many people since
What did you
Fordoon
draw?
was here, so I'm kind of locked into the mode I was in when we were together. So
That's fair. That's fair.
All right.
There's
Okay.
a lot of fixation, and I bruised Leo's knee.
Not both? Hey, Rhett.
Just
Up
one.
high.
Just one.
I'll high five to that.
So, you guys.
Wait. How many shells did I find?
Roll for shells.
Make an investigation check.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, little Hydra. I have to close you now.
Okay.
Six,
You find
17.
17 shells.
I'm gonna put them in the same bag of my 5 cool rocks that says choking hazard.
Okay. Smart. They're pretty.
For
Thank
ages
you.
7
You
and
find
up.
1 sand dollar. Be careful, those are super brittle. But gorgeous.
God, I want to fucking chuck it now that you say that. But I won't.
Okay. So, you guys begin to walk.
What about the bugs?
What about the bugs? Did I miss a bug check?
I was also looking for bugs.
What kind of bugs? You don't find any bugs.
Actually, I'm already walking. It's fine.
Okay, you find
oh
a
my
fly.
god.
I give it to you, sir. I give it to you, sir.
Okay, so you
I'm
have
adding
one
it to
fly.
my list.
As soon as she hands it to you, it flies away.
Oh.
'Cause
Word of
handing
radiance. Bam.
off- Okay, like 5 flies just drop to the ground. Just zap. Okay.
Add those to my
I
pile.
my
love Dungeons and Dragons.
Yo, I've got 28 dead flies. We're up.
I think you need some more.
We'll cook. We'll cook.
We're in the middle of a swamp forest. Shouldn't be too hard.
True. I'm glad there's no mesquites.
There probably are, but
Probably a lot.
if I remember correctly, Booba did something to block the bugs from harassing us and the leeches.
Bugs.
Yeah, it did. So, you guys walk through the forest, and eventually, moving towards the music, you come across the village. And this village is where you came and stayed the first night that you were here. You'll notice that this village is in a different formation than it was the previous night. Almost like it changes itself. You see that there are people walking on planks between different floating islands. You see that there's water and those lily pads that look very similar to where you fought Garuk in his crab form. And you can hear the laughter, you can hear the drums going off in the background, and everyone comes up and are saying hello. They're very happy to see you. A couple people will come up to you, Xanaphi, and will put their forehead against yours if you allow it, as you're wearing the circlet on your forehead that Bubanu gave you. Or not Bubanu, Elder Mirla gave you.
I'm not really people oriented.
If
It's
you
gonna
don't
be
allow
awkward
it,
every
then
single time.
They won't push your boundaries, but they definitely will go to make the move.
I feel like the first couple of times I go to shake their hand and it's really weird.
Yeah, culturally they don't shake hands, but they will pick it up pretty quickly and will shake your hand, and sometimes they don't shake it, they just clasp your hand, and eventually they kind of get it. Oh, well, she's not from around these parts, that's just how they say hi. So they start shaking all of your hands.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually you guys will get to this dock, and at the end of the dock there is this pier that they have tables set up, and this is where you had dinner before. This is where Elder Mirla actually spoke to everyone and blessed the food. And you can see that there's some light foods there, but the main course hasn't arrived. As they see you guys walk up, she'll stand up and with her cane give you guys a smile and a nod. Please, come on, have a seat. Dinner should be served soon. I imagine you guys are very hungry. Go
Yes.
on, sit.
Is the whole tribe here?
Yeah, well, there are others that are going to be arriving later, but yeah, I mean, we all live here, so yeah. But not everyone's at this soiree, but they will be.
Does everybody, all the druids, just like they're able to just leave and come and go as they want? Is there like people that are designated to like, I don't know, travel around, come back?
Well, we have our hunting party out, but we're promising a good catch, so Nida will be here soon. We also have others that are, tending to the workshops as they do. And as you look around, you see there's kids running around. You see that there's people that are fishing. You see that people are just standing around. You see everyone's kind of dressed as nicely as they can for the occasion. You see that there's string lights everywhere, and you can see the band is playing, and they're playing like tribal drums and stuff, and it's a pretty big party. But it's also like
everyone's all dressed all nice and we're all waterlogged. It's great.
yeah. I mean,
Yep.
you guys look amazing.
This blight that affects the Druid Grove, I know it to be a poison.
Are you asking Elder Mirla?
I'm gonna
Well-
elbow him if he brings up.
No, I'm gonna
That-
talk to Evelyn about it.
Okay.
And like side business.
Yeah. If he pulls me to the side, I'll go with him.
Okay. Yeah, you guys just walk off to the edge of one of the docks.
What's up?
It is a poison, right? It's not like some sort of funky.
Yes, sir. You're the one who figured it out using the book. Yes.
All right, just want to double check.
I have the formula. I just need the ingredients so that I can make an antidote. The last thing I need is the venom from the moray eel that I brought back up from the water. And then I can get to work on that. We only have 2 vials of drowned sailor blood.
Oops.
You didn't know.
I've got a weird question. Would you be willing to? I don't know, like if they try and lace something with it and I can find out, can I give you like a signal and you just take it?
You want me to test the poison? Or
No, like,
I don't understand the question.
all right.
Poisons don't affect me
So,
like they used to, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm not smart. I have a spell that I can detect poison in a radius. If I find a transmission method, I don't know. There's some play
Yes.
here with your abilities. Work with
Yes.
me. Help me build something.
I understand. You find the poison, I neutralize it. However, if we only have 2, we need to be sparing with it. So once I do make an antidote, if I can make an antidote, I have faith in my abilities, but I've never made something like this before. So it's going to be a challenge, and I probably will be up all night. But yes, if you find the poison, make sure no one else touches it. We don't know if it's just physical contact, or if it needs to be ingested, or if it goes by smell. So the other thing, if we can find out who their inside person is.
It might be Nida, not gonna lie.
I think we need to look who's part of the traders.
I think it's part of the traders, not the hunting party.
It would make the most sense. They would be the one actively working with and trading the goods with the butcher.
That's true. They got hands on the product. Well, we could.
But why Nida? What makes you
I don't
believe
know.
it's Nida?
Something. I got a weird hunch. It probably nothing. She's got free reign. Something. Probably wrong. But she's gone now, and I feel like the ship's coming like now. Like we're about to get into some shit. Probably.
Vordoon said, what was his name? Did I write it down?
Charlie. That was his name, Charlie.
Charlie? Oh, thank you.
Who's the boy that bit my finger?
You bastard.
Charlie, that hurt.
Charlie said that they were running a little behind. And that we had more time, not less. But if Fordoon has already been made, we might have less. Okay.
Look, is that
I
is
need to
that
go
true still to the session, or is that change?
So
Well,
Charlie is a right hand to the butcher, and he's the one that sent the message to you. And they gave you the date of about 10 days before they get to wherever they're going, and that was like 2 days ago. So, yes, Yusern did see a ship. Was that them, or was that just a ship? This tribe has mentioned that they do see ships coming through, and sometimes will go out and make trade with them in their human forms. But whether or not that was the butcher ship or not, you're not sure. Yusern thinks it is. It could have been just a ship.
I love the seeds of doubt. Okay. If we're going off the assumption that we are out of time, I need to start it on the poison ASAP. While we were talking, do I still see Xanaphy around?
You do. Xanaphy
Yeah, we're
is
just
currently...
eating, aren't we?
Well, not yet. You guys are not yet walking to, like, down the pier where the tables are and where the big group of people are. But you are still kind of by yourself. Elder Mirla has walked away and is gone back to the table. So you guys can continue to talk amongst yourselves.
Xanaphy, before people start gathering to eat, could you help me get the venom out?
Yeah, let's go do it now.
Thank you. We'll head back to Booba's place.
Okay, heading back to
Since
Booba's
that's
place.
where we were staying.
Booba's place is empty because he is currently hosting. You see that Guruk is currently standing up on a little bit of a makeshift stage, and everyone's kind of congratulating him for another step towards his Aramente. And you go into Booba's house and can work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead and make a survival check. You will use your proficiency plus your tools for your alchemy, or whatever tools you use for brewing your potions and stuff.
Yes. Where'd my character sheet get?
So
Being on my laptop is such a struggle.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Aha. Click.
Nice.
Okay.
21.
Yeah. So, and you're withdrawing the venom from the eel, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
With Xanaphy's help.
Okay, so with Xanaphy's help, you're able to get the eel's head out of the bag, and you lay it gently on the table, and you go to stick a dagger behind the fangs, and you kind of push, and just like a viper, they're retracted and they come out, and immediately you find a leather cloth, and you stab the cloth into the fangs, and then put it over the vial and start to push on the fangs, and eventually a couple yellow drops come out, maybe 3 or 4, and the smell is that of some kind of metal, like an irony type smell. It's kind of pungent, which immediately just tells you, Evelyn, that this is extremely toxic and dangerous. But you're able to, although it takes about 45 minutes, you're able to get about 5 drops total from this head. Eel head, Cassius, eel head. I see you.
The man knows me.
You got clocked, bro. You got clocked.
Okay. That should work. If you want to head back to the party, I can start working on this.
Yeah, I can always help more or leave it to you.
Well, they're kind of celebrating you, so I feel like you should probably go.
I'm not a fan of parties, only the food.
Yasern,
Well, they'll
make
definitely
a
be-
perception check for me.
I also cast Detect Poison to Disease.
Okay. You cast Detect Poison, and looking at all of the food that's laid out on the tables and watching people walk by with their different drink sacks, nothing is coming up on your radar. And as you're kind of scanning and looking around, you turn because you hear hurried footsteps running down the planks of this pier towards you. And as you turn, suddenly this puff of black soot is just sprung in your face. And Cassius and Vordoon, you'll see this as this little kid squeezed what looked like a little whoopee cushion into Yasern's face. And then as they start giggling, they run away, and you see that they're dressed with a bunch of makeshift tentacles made out of seaweed on their hips to look like little tiny octopus. And they run away, and as you look at Yasern, his whole face is just black. It's a fine powder, and you can tell it's probably literally like flower spores that they've turned into this, like, yes, they basically inked him and ran away. As they do that, Yasern, one of the other kids is going to toss you 3 of these little tiny sacks, and they look like little hand grenades as they run off down the pier, and you can just hear their parents yell at them as they just did that in front of everyone. Some of the crowd starts laughing. Some of the other crowd kind of gets a little bit irate about it.
Oh, you're on. Oh, you're on. He goes on all 4s and chases after them.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Of course.
As
Sitting on trees, upside down on the branches after him.
He is not gonna do well. Athletics, you said?
yes.
Let's go.
Oh my god!
He eats it. He's blinded completely by the ink.
So as you smile, you just see the white teeth glaring out of this powdered dark face, and as you start running, you inhale some of the spores, and it gets in your mouth and turns like super chalky. The crowd starts laughing, and one of the boards just gives way, and your toe gets stuck, and you face plant. As you do, you fall over and you hit one of the other villagers with the grenade, and just another poof of black spores. And as you're on the ground, you can see that there's a couple kids hiding under the tables between people's legs, and they are just pointing and laughing hysterically. One of them makes eye contact, and it was the same kid that poked you with the stick when you first got here, as he quickly darts further under the table.
I'm gonna try and get him. I'm gonna try and
Okay,
get him.
you quickly hop up to your feet, and you need to make another athletics check. Or this time you could do
Come
dexterity.
on. Oh, well. Just a flat dex. Well. It's all sporting. I don't know. We'll run the athletics. I think that's funny.
Okay, so with a little bit of help from the crowd, one of the older tribesmen is just going to use one of their walking sticks, and they're going to trip one of the kids. As the kid falls, all the seaweed kind of goes up and over their head. As they start scrambling, you make it up to them, as the crowd is just kind of watching and laughing. The kid rolls over onto his back and starts scooting backwards. What do you do?
Yusurn's gonna rear up the smoke bomb thing, and then he's gonna pull out with his other hand, "Is this your card?" And then he's gonna press the digitate a butt on his face.
Face.
And then he's gonna run away.
As you run away, all the other kids start pointing and laughing at him. They're like, butt face, butt face. As
I just ruined that kid's whole career.
That kid is butt faced until he is 25 years
Yeah.
old. Like that is the rest of his childhood.
yeah, he got called butt face by a vampire. And then
And
eventually,
Yusurn's gonna do a little creepy giggle and run off into the night. Keep playing.
into the night. He just run down the pier. You run right past Xanafi and Evelyn. You guys see Yusur giggling as he runs past with his face just covered in black.
What the heck?
We're still at Bubba's.
Oh, you're still working? I thought you guys
Yeah,
were
we're
finished.
working.
This was
Yeah.
happening at the same time.
This black powder didn't have poison in it, did it?
It did not.
Okay. Just double checking that they weren't
Just making sure we-
children.
As he runs past on the pier, because you said we could see it, right? Me
Yeah.
and Vordoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he runs past on the pier, can I just throw a little prestidigitation his way as he passes? Just clean up his face a little bit.
Yeah, you can. So as you're running,
Yeah.
it just
I can see.
blows away in the wind.
I make it a little like breeze that blows it all off his face, and the breeze smells like a fart.
That's awful.
I'm gonna roll for a dexterity or an athletic saving throw.
Oh, you rolled to that one.
Okay, we got 13. I didn't eat it. Upon fart inhalation.
Eventually, Bubanu is going to stand up, and he has his mask up over his head so you can see his face. And he's going to say, "Now, everybody, we are celebrating a couple things tonight. Number one, I'd like to recognize my future predecessor, Garuk Brinefang." And everyone starts cheering for Garuk, who actually looks the part where he is being stoic as he kind of gives a bow and smiles at everyone. He has completed yet another trial, and this time with some help from some new friends. As he looks over at Vordoon and at Cassius, and as Yusurn's just running away from him, kind of nods towards him. To new family and to new friends. And you guys are in for a treat. Were you going to say something, Vordoon?
I was gonna lean over to Cassius as he was thanking us and say, "I still really want to punch him in the face."
I'm gonna be honest with you, my friend. I have blacked out this entire experience.
Just when he should still Garuk, the crab guy we fought.
Yeah, we fought a crab guy, remember that?
Also turned into a frog and swallowed Yusern for a
We're
second.
there for this one.
I almost
All
died.
gone. All gone. Wiped
Oh
everything.
god, okay, alright.
I'm tired of druids.
Cassius was wrong.
What the fuck?
We're not there.
I also, it's if you listen to the whole sentence, I said something at the end, but that's fine.
No, please, 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 please. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You'll have to watch the VOD.
No! Somebody clip it and send it to me.
Roll it back. Someone clip that.
Somebody clip that. Please, I'll
And
give
just
you
send it to
$1.
CP.
Just
Got you
then,
$1.
you hear
Got you
uh,
$1. Gotta be quick.
you hear a splashing
That kid
sound
now.
coming from one of the docks as Nida is going to morph or wild shape out of her dolphin form and into her humanoid form, and with one arm and then another arm she's going to push herself up onto the pier and then throw a leg up. As she stands up, you see that she is followed by 3 or 4 more hunters, each one of them wild shaped into different predatory creatures. We have sharks, we have an alligator, etc., and they all come and land on the pier, and then you see they're carrying a net and in the net you see there is probably 100 pounds worth of fish. As they go to pull it up and onto the dock, the whole crowd begins to cheer as Bubanu goes up to Naida and puts his forehead against hers, wraps his arms around her and says, "You've done so well. So well, Naida." And he looks at the other hunters, and she's going to say, "Honestly, Chief, this one's not on me. I wish I could say it was, but this one is all Corvin." As she looks over at Corvin, Corvin is a very slim wood elf, and you could see that he's got tattoos of islands and waves and an alligator that kind of runs down his arm. And she's going to say, "Chief, we just went right beyond the reef on the west shore, and you and I both know that there's never anything to catch over there. That's a dead zone. But Corvin here just had a hunch, and we followed it, and sure enough, we got the prize." And you look at all of the fish, and Corvin is just going to give a steady bow and say, "I know that this spot is one of reproduction for these fish. It was just they were out of season. But with all these storms that we've been hitting lately, I've been seeing more and more of them. So I followed the hunch, and look what we brought." And before he could finish his sentence, people are starting to grab the fish and running over to the grill and immediately start cleaning. And not Corvin Blue, just Corvin. Tide woven.
Can I insight check Corvin Blue?
You absolutely can.
On
Sorry, I
his
just got it.
miraculous fish punch. $19.
Okay. Yasern, I'm gonna send you a message.
Oh.
Secret messages. It's been so
I was
long.
hoping I was wrong.
Got a secret. Got a secret.
While that's happening, back in Boobanoo's hut, Xanapie, I can't make you go or can't make you stay, but if you wanted to go, just say hi, grab us some food, and then come back. If it's too much.
Yeah, I could do that. The Boop Hut is crazy.
The booth hut.
I like how I message these things in the Roll20 chat so chat can see them, but I don't interrupt. And then y'all just keep picking them out and saying them out loud.
Yeah, it's called looking at the
Howie.
mini void. And I can't help it.
Well, we want to give you credit for your good cooking. You know,
They're
Do you think your wild shape into chicken is top notch?
Chicken Corvin Blue.
So how many people grabbed for the grill? Is there like a main grill area and there's like one cook, or what are you looking at here?
There is there's a couple of stations. There's one where you clean the fish, there's one where you grill the fish, and one where you serve the fish. And it's kind of a line. And you see that there's one person manning each part of that. But there's about 4 of these tribes people that are taking the fish. And these fish are between 2 feet to 4 feet long, and they're grabbing them and tossing them to each other, almost like a fish market to get to the grill. The fish are already dead, and you see they all have puncture wounds behind their gills, meaning they were killed before they were brought in, since they were brought in by wild shape.
Is my detect poison and disease still going? It's for 10 minutes. It's been a little bit, and I was doing a little fighty, so I understand if not.
It's no longer going, no.
I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay. Casting it again. specifically looking at these fish that are brought in, you don't notice any whiff of anything foul.
I'm gonna go up to Cassius. Cassius.
Yes?
Corvin Blue.
That's not.
I'm
his
really
fucking
stressing
name.
about this. Corvin Tidewater.
Mm.
He's a little sus. I got a bad feeling about him. He's not so sure about his ability to fish. I vibe checked the fish. It seems okay, but
Mm-hmm.
you're better at the talking thing. Can we try and get him to spill his proverbial beans?
What beans do you want spilled exactly?
I want to know if he's working, if he's a fucking rat. That's what I want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's all you had to say. Do we prefer the diplomatic route or the fun one?
We could try a very
Fun one.
small diplomatic and then just go straight into fun, like whenever he denies it.
I like that. I like this. Right.
So as you are kind of whispering to each other, and everyone is clapping and excited, a couple people are banging their forks and knives, waiting for this awesome dinner. Some of the fish is cut and immediately tossed onto the table to be served to eat raw. And it's the freshest fish you would ever have. You can hear it sizzling on the grill. As the party continues, you all can find your seats, do whatever you need to. Now, because you're starting to clock Corvin, you'll notice a couple things. One is, once he's done and he is basically excused, Nida begins to do her kind of stretching. As she's done with her hunt, she's going to go sit down next to Bubanu. The other hunters start to leave towards the east of the village. As you can see, they start following the catwalks, and then they kind of turn a corner and they're heading in that direction. And there's about 3 or 4 of them that go that way, including Corvin. The rest of the party continues, and then Vordoon, you are going to also notice something. Someone is walking towards you, and she's holding a candle or some kind of light source in one hand, and in the other hand she has something that's covered, and it looks like a bread basket, and she's walking towards the party, and you recognize her. This is the woman that you spent the night with, working on cleaning the dragon skull.
I saw that face, Leo.
I said it that way just so I can get his attention.
He literally, like, one eye, huge eyebrow, just goes, huh?
This is, and I don't remember her name, so her name is now Minnie Whisperflock. And Minnie is, Hikaru might know her name. She is gonna approach. Now, because I don't want to interrupt what was happening, Cassius and Yusern, I know you guys are scheming, but if you didn't want them to get away, you could talk to them. If you decide to come back later, they're going to walk away from the party towards the east of the village.
No, I just remember she turned into a mudkip.
She did turn into a mudkip. Yep.
Mudkip?
Yeah. Those little fish that can walk on the mud, and they have the giant eyes and the big
Mud
mouth.
skipper?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mud skipper, yes, thank you.
Skipper. Yeah.
I turned into a Pokemon.
Mudkip's a Pokemon.
Yeah, the Pokemon version of it.
Which is interesting because Mudkip isn't even a mud skipper; he's an axolotl. But so
That is true.
Is he really?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Me neither.
Aww,
That's pretty cute, actually.
good boy.
Yusern's pretty good at stealth, right?
Yep.
And you said Nida and Corvin Blue are leaving.
No, Nida's sat next to
Nida
Bubanu.
sat.
Corvin
Bubanu.
and 3 other
Corvin.
hunters in that party have left.
Freaking sick, dude. I'm gonna cast invisibility at 3rd level, and I'm gonna cast it on me and Yasern.
Okay, are you at the party doing this?
I don't know. Where are we? We were kind of placed out here. I don't know where we are.
Yeah. So, yes, you guys are at the table, amongst the party.
I will grab Yasern's hand and I will say, "Oh, Yasern, I almost forgot there was something I need to tell you. It's about the wand that I wanted to show you. The secret wand.
Wand.
The private wand, the surprise wand." And I'm gonna take him by the hand and pull him away.
Zip. Whoa.
Cowabunga.
I'm gonna take him behind a building and then a building in the direction that the Corvin and the hunters are going, and then I'm gonna cast invisibility at 3rd level.
Make a deception check. As you say this out loud, and Yasern's like, what?
You don't know if I'm lying. Maybe I also wanted to show him my penis.
Okay, well then, yeah.
I was
with
picturing
advantage.
a different wand.
It's still wilted.
Penis is wilted? Yikes. They need a pill for that.
We've been swimming a lot today.
It's cold.
Okay, 21s. Yeah. No, everyone's like, no, that checks out. Yeah, we'll be eating. We'll save you a plate. Enjoy your wands. And then everyone just ignores you as you walk off. You go into a quiet place, hidden, and then you...
Love that movie.
Yep. And then you bamf. And you go
I've never seen it.
invisible.
It's good.
Okay. So, you two are doing that. Vordoon, you see your friends walking away from the party. What are you doing?
Well, the Tanner just approached me, right?
That's right. That's right. So, as she approaches, you can see a couple looks towards her, and she's got her tribal gown on. She's dressed for the party, and as she approaches you, she puts the candle on the table and then holds this basket with both hands, and she says, "Now, brother, I worked on this. I gotta say, I've never seen anything so spectacular." And she looks over at Boobanoo. "Now, Chief, this one looks just like the big one." And then she approaches, and everyone kind of gets quiet and kind of looks at you, not really sure what that meant, Vordoon, but everyone else suddenly gets quiet when she says, "This looks like the big one." And she holds it draped over with a cloth.
Is she
She's
handing it to me?
She's holding
Okay.
it for you to reveal it, basically.
Oh, okay. I'll take it out.
Okay, so as you go to
Oh, shit.
pull the cloth off the top of it, you are going to see it is pearlescent white with hints of yellow around the sockets and around where the teeth are connected to the bone. But the bone itself is this pearlescent white that kind of flickers amongst the candlelight. You also see that she broke the skull slightly to make it large enough to fit on your shoulder. She kept the lower jaw, but it's all accessorized to fit. And you see that she's drilled holes for different areas to actually strap it onto the armor to make it permanent. And she's gonna say, "May I?"
Can she strap it on for you?
Hey, Brett.
She
Hey,
can
Brett.
strap it on for me all she wants.
Everyone is
Yeah.
just quietly watching as she stands behind you as you sit down, and she begins to strap it on and pull the leather tight, clamp it into your armor, and you now see Vordoon has 2 dragon head pauldrons on either shoulder. And with a single sweat down her brow, she has finished.
Wow.
What?
Fast. That's fast.
Round 2. Fight.
No, I'm gonna need a long rest after that.
Well, after all that treasure trove of innuendo,
What do you mean?
In your endo.
Hey,
Hey, Rhett.
Nice.
well, thank you, Minnie. I appreciate this a lot.
Of course.
And you said, looks like the big one.
Yes. You see, a long time ago, our ancestors, when we founded this place, there was one of these buried in the marsh. We've uncovered it. We brought it to the surface. It looks like this, but it's bigger than our own houses. And it's still there to this day.
Interesting.
I can show it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
You all right? Would you like to see it right now?
I look around at the party. I'm not doing anything else.
Are you gonna eat? I mean, you just spent the day out in the ocean.
Yeah, I just vomited a lot of seawater. I'm not hungry right now.
Okay then. And she'll get up and everyone will watch as you stand up. Now you have these two dragon pauldrons and you're used to being able to see past your shoulder. Now you kind of have to turn your whole chest to kind of look that direction. But it fits really well. You can reach your hand straight up into the air and not clip your ear or anything like that. Like it moves and it fits perfectly. You get up and she'll walk and Nida will say, if you're going to go show him the dragon head, I want to be there. And she just kind of gives a nod like, well, come on. At this point, we'll say it's been about 45 minutes. And Hikaru, you have the vial that has 5 drops. Not Hikaru, sorry, Evelyn. You have the vial that has about 5 drops of this eel venom.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are welcome to join the party. Or do whatever you guys would like. As Wardun gets escorted away from the party.
Evelyn is adamant on making the antidote as soon as possible. But did offer for Xanaphi to go to the party, at least for a little bit, while she's working on it.
Okay, Xanaphi, are you joining, or what are you doing? You hanging out with?
I'll go to the party, go get some food and stuff.
Okay, you go to the party, and as the guest of honor, you get kind of bombarded with questions and celebration of, how did it feel?
Immediate panic.
How did it feel all the way
being
down in the
surrounded
bottom
by
of the
people.
ocean, and what's it feel like to be an octopus? We do it for fun, but we've never done it, the way you have. In seeing all this panic, Garuk is going to come up to you and he's going to say, hey, Xanaphi, I have something for you. Give me your hand.
Okay.
As you reach your hand out, he is going to put his fist in your hand and he's going to gently drop something in your hand. And as he moves his hand, you look, and it's the pearl. The same pearl that was used for the challenge. I want you to have this because this is going to be a reminder you've been to the bottom of the sea. If you could do that and find this, you could do anything. Relax. You're in good company.
This is your Aramente, not mine, though. Why don't you want it? What'd you do to it?
I held on to it. That's all I did. Look, the pearl isn't as important as the fact that we accomplished something big, and I couldn't have done that without you. It's very much your step in the right direction as much as it was mine.
Okay. puts it in her pocket.
He walks
Thanks.
back to the table and sits down and starts eating even more. Boobanoo's gonna kind of look at you with a smile, and you see there's fish and eel and sea kelp and all the different foods that you can eat. Some of it cooked, some of it raw. You're welcome to dig in.
I make 2 big old plates.
Okay.
Is Evelyn a meat eater? Or does Evelyn have dietary things that I've noticed?
No.
No specific. Like, mushrooms are disgusting. Don't ever make my food touch.
Nope.
Cilantro
She's-
tastes like soap.
I love cilantro.
Well, that's a me thing, not a Evelyn
Yeah.
thing. um,
Cool. I just want to make sure, and then I'm just gonna grab stuff.
Okay. So, you start chowing down. You realize
Well,
that...
no. I get stuff and then I go back to Evelyn.
Oh. All right, Evelyn. While you're tinkering away, very carefully pulling the venom from the eel head. Towards
no, we
the
already
end,
did that. Now I'm making the antidote.
you're interrupted by fresh food from Xanaphi.
Okay, we're definitely going to eat at a different table, though.
Yeah, that's kind of...
I don't want to accidentally. Well, I haven't tested how many poisons don't work on me anymore.
Maybe that's a time for another experience.
Yeah, I can do that another day. Maybe I can do once a day. No, that would be a lot.
Maybe we just worry about that after the butcher's out of the way.
Uh,
Your parents are good.
That's fair. I mean, I don't know. My dad never had this. At least, not that he told me.
Maybe it's not genetic.
Well, to me it is. Because I was born a blood hunter, not made one, so. Or maybe it already happened to him, and for me it was a delayed reaction.
As you guys are talking,
Anyway, did Garuk find you the minute you walked out there?
Yeah. Why?
I noticed he that's what it looks like from an outside perspective, at least from mine. I think he might have a thing for you.
Oh no, he's just a guy being nice. It's like when you work in the same place.
Your work husband?
No, I don't have a work husband. That's basically emotional cheating.
What's a work husband?
Don't worry about it. No, we just, it's the same. It's like when you go to a store and someone is reaching for the same potato that you are. You're just in the same place doing the same thing.
And yet I've noticed he's always looking at you.
Well, probably because I'm very strong and capable, and he's
Those things are
intimidated
true.
and wants to see how he can do strong and good things as well.
Okay.
as you guys giggle, we cut to Cassius and Yusern.
That was Hikaru giggling, not Evelyn. Evelyn just goes back to eating.
Okay, sweetie, sure.
You guys leave the village and you're walking these planks, and you can see that the planks are a little bit dilapidated, but you also notice that they're meant to move with the floating islands. There's a couple areas where there's gaps that you have to jump, and there's no sign of where the hunters went. including cordon bleu. So, but the two of you are currently invisible, walking on these planks. What would you like to do?
Wait, there's no sign of where they went?
Well, make a survival check to see if you can follow
I
them.
thought we were like immediately following. Like as soon as they started leaving, we also left.
Oh, so you guys are tailing them. Okay.
Yeah, save for when we went around the building. I didn't want to really lose sight of them.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. So, you can hear them, and you can see the footprints, and you know that they're up towards the north as you have to kind of wind around all the different platforms.
Is this greater invisibility or just regular?
I was regular, but I don't got fourth
Okay.
level spells.
I was just curious. What my limitations were with the.
We can talk, and we can hold hands, and we can.
I roll for skipping. I want to skip.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, you can skippity doo-dah the whole way if you wanted to.
Also, we're being stealthy, so it's stealthy skipping.
Yeah, yeah. So you stealthily skip down these planks, and you find a gap, and the gap itself is really weak wood, and it's probably about 10 feet worth of a gap that you have to cross. Beneath you, you see there's probably a 2-foot drop into muddy water. On either side, you can land on squishy mud island. You see there's fish kind of swimming about, crawdads, that kind of stuff. A couple turtles.
Dad?
How do
It's
you guys close the gap?
Sorry.
I'm just gonna bridal carry Yasern and just jump the gap.
Okay. So you carry your sword on your back, and then
I just don't know. I don't even say anything, and I just scoop him up. I bridal carry him.
What's your
Oh.
passive perception?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
13.
You may feel the sensation of his little feet kicking in glee.
Okay. Make an
Like
athletics
a
check.
giddy schoolgirl.
Do I need to make an
Like,
athletics check if my long jump distance covers 15 feet?
Yes, because you're carrying another person on your person.
But he's light
It's
as
not
fuck
very
and he's
heavy.
within my carrying capacity.
Is he light? How much do you weigh?
Yeah. Mithril armor.
Hmm.
He's got
I am-
he's got light mithril armor and he's like skin and bones, dog.
Yeah, only
I
because
am
I
skin
just
and
want to see what
bones.
happens.
135 pounds.
Easy.
Yes,
All right,
baby.
I'll make it. What did you say the check was?
Strength athletics.
He is 6'2", so
Strength athletics.
it's a-
Because
he's a
it's
string
within
bean.
my carrying capacity, can I have advantage?
Yes.
Yippee! Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
You rolled a 9.
Have you got more sex joke?
There we go.
Double
17.
Not only are you
Better.
able to land, but Yasern, because it's invisible, it just feels like you're floating. Like the suspension is really good, and you land quietly on the.
Not the first time I've heard that.
Oh my gosh. You land quietly on the other planks, and you see that there's a family of boar that are like wild hogs, just kind of eating and pulling at some of the roots. You can hear laughter coming from just around the corner. You guys can either cut through the island or continue to follow the S-curve to get to your party, but you're getting closer to them.
Hmm.
Go forth, my steed. Make haste.
Just
I give you guidance.
If you
Wait, no, I
okay.
don't. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
there you go. Okay, cool.
I give you vocal guidance. You can do it. You're the best. You're the hero.
Yeah, just keep trucking. Keep on
Okay.
following. There's no. I want to be clear with you, Monk. There's no plan to what we're doing right now.
I know. It's good.
Okay.
No, we're geniuses. Don't make him think
Everything's going exactly according to plan.
this is perfect role play. We got an intelligence of 12 over here.
Okay. I love that the party is split. This is probably my favorite part of this whole thing.
There are some people in this world, and it's not, they don't even have to be magical. They can just be regular people that are almost numerically, provably smarter than both of us combined.
Yep.
Okay. So, you guys start to get within earshot of them. And as you're within earshot of them, you hear them kind of talking about how dangerous what they just did was. And you can hear them saying things like, well, damn, I'd never even been to the West Shore before. I always thought it was a dead spot. I mean, there was nothing over there. How you even found that is beyond me. So, again, really good job. And you can kind of hear that Corvin is like, kind of trying to calm it down. He's like, listen, we've been fishing our whole lives. And under the leadership of Nida, we could do anything. And I think it's fantastic that we just happen to get our biggest catch on a night like this where we got the outsiders. As long as Boobanoo's happy, we did our job. And the rest of them kind of scratch their heads at what he said, but they kind of like, okay. And eventually they are going to make it to a pier, and it seems like it's like a smaller part of the town where all their canoes are kind of tied up. You can see that there's different baskets of dried fish and stuff, and it seems like this is where most people hang out to bring in trade as well as different fish and what they're hunting. And you can see they start to work. They're tying off some nets, etc., and they kind of just branch off and do their own thing. But you guys have perfect sight on them as you are close enough to hear what they're talking about. Now, as you guys are doing that, you are going to be escorted, Vordoon, by Minnie, and she's going to take you through the woods, and you're going to be walking through planks, and eventually you get off of the bridges, and you get onto solid land. And you know that this is a floating island, so this thing could move tomorrow. But you see that they lay down planks of wood on the grass so that you don't sink into the mud. And you are brought to a clearing. You see that in the clearing there is a table that has a basket, and it looks like there's offerings. These offerings are old, dried up flowers and starfish, and you see a couple conch shells. And then you see it glowing off of the moonlight through the parted raining clouds. There is a giant dragon skull, and half of it is on the ground. Its lower jaw is open, pushing its mouth open, and you can see that there's a brazier inside of it, and it's druid made, and it is currently glowing with embers. The horns of this dragon have rope wrapped around them, hanging with feathers and different animal bones. You see there's crates to the side of it. This place seems to be not a temple per se, but there is definitely respect of this area, almost like it's been blessed by the druids.
Yo, that's a sick map.
Nida will look and say, we've never seen a creature like this. Obviously, if we did, that would be crazy, but this just shows us history. Come, I want to show you more. And her and Minnie start to walk forward, and Minnie's going to say, our great ancestors, the previous chief, told the story that at one time these things flew freely across the realm, that this was their home. Whatever they had to do to become extinct, well, it just teaches us that as long as it takes, our time will come too, where we are no more and our story may end. We pay respect to our past, knowing that it's a measurement of time. Go on. Go touch it. Explore it. As you walk up to it, Vordoon, you just see it is a massive, massive. If this is the head of the dragon, compared to what's on your shoulder, you imagine this body must have spanned the entire mountain range. They stand back and kind of let you explore.
Kind of look around. You said there's a brazier inside the mouth, right?
Yeah. It is inside, and you could see that it was tended to. Meaning, someone comes here consistently
Regularly.
to keep it lit.
Have I ever heard of a dragon getting this big?
Make a history check.
Yeah.
You have never fathomed a dragon. This isn't just an adult. This isn't just ancient. This is older.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yes, you got it. That's exactly how old it is.
I want to, since I'm gonna walk around, I will put one of my, touch one of the teeth as I walk into it. Just see how big it is. In comparison to me.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you reach out and your fingers touch one of the teeth the size of a door.
Drink.
Yes, everybody tuning in. Wisdom saving throw equals take a drink. A 16. As you touch this tooth, a flash of lightning goes over your head, across the sky from cloud to cloud, and immediately, with the white of your eyes flashing, you see a vision. And in this vision, you see that there is an airship, and this airship is massive and covered in iron. Plates all the way around it. You see that there's different cannons on either side of it, and they're all pointing at this dragon, and you see the entire length of the dragon sits on top of an entire mountain, and they are currently at battle with this dragon. You see that the people on the ship are made of fire. You see that their hair is aflame and bright red. You see that they are swinging on chains around, moving the blimp around. And you see that they're casting fire spells and shooting cannons at this giant dragon. And from the distance and from your vision, you can see that they are fire genasi. And then you see that the dragon opens its mouth, and the entire sky, all the clouds get sucked into its mouth before it shoots out this bolt of lightning. Another lightning strike snaps you back into it as you just slowly take your hand off and looking at your fingertips. It's almost like you got a glimpse of this thing's history. Now you can make a history check.
Another one?
Mm-hmm. You've never seen these people before. You don't recognize who they are. They were just a group of people fighting some awesome dragon.
I'm gonna walk into its mouth.
Okay. You walk in and You could see that the earth in here has been cleaned. You see that people have put their handprints on the inside of the bone, like cave drawings. You can see that the vines are growing around the outside of it. And Minnie's going to say, the island moves to protect the drowned sea. Our mother tree. This doesn't. This stays the same. It's almost like the marsh moves around this thing. If there was a center point, this would be it. So, it's an anchor for us. Seeing that you are a fan of dragon heads, I thought you would like to see this for yourself.
Well, thank you for showing me. I am a fan.
If you tell anybody, I'm gonna have to kill you. She laughs and gives you a pat on the back. No, I'm just kidding, but isn't that cool?
And I look straight at her. What? I was kidding.
That is cool.
Going back
Have you ever
to...
seen a dragon this big? Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Have you ever seen a dragon this big?
No, I can't even fathom what the rest of this thing looked like. And we searched. We didn't find any wings or bones, anything. We just found this.
Well, thank you for showing this. After this, I'm gonna probably head back.
Us two. And you guys start heading back to the party. Xanaphi and Evelyn, you've had your food, you've did your work. What are you guys doing now?
Do I roll to make the antidote?
Yeah, so you have all the ingredients.
Yes.
So now you can roll and use your tools for the
Okay.
proficiency. You got
Okay.
this. A 21. Okay.
21.
You are able to distill the venom where 5 drops becomes enough venom for your anti-venom for 6 tiny vials of anti-venom. A 21 was a fantastic roll. You've also learned a couple things, Evelyn, with a 21.
Oh.
You've learned that this poison, once mixed with brackish water, becomes untraceable, undetectable. So that smell you had of mercury, or the iron smell. Once you mixed it, it lost it. And with a couple tests, you know that this is untraceable, scentless, colorless, odorless.
So there's no way that I could figure out another way to make it a tiny bit more detectable?
You're gonna have to do more tinkering and mixing, which you can take more time if you wanted to.
I think realizing that I no longer can detect that it is magic, that it is poison, would stress her out enough to be like, shit, I got more work to do.
Okay.
And Xanaphi will probably notice that the more Evelyn gets into it, the quieter she gets, especially after realizing that she can't detect the poison.
Okay.
You thinking so hard I can hear you over there. Everything good?
Yes and no.
Oh shit. Okay.
We have 6 antivenoms. 6. However, while making them,
Oh.
I discovered the poison, once it is made contact with the water that is needed to create the poison, the brackish water,
Okay.
it becomes untraceable. I cannot smell it. I cannot. There's no discoloration being caused by the poison. Before you ask, no, I didn't taste it, but
Maybe tomorrow I'll focus on changing my abilities and seeing if I can detect it.
Yasern said he has an ability to detect poisons. I don't think it's going to show up.
So what does that mean?
We have no way of tracing it. We have no way of finding it. It could already be here. We could have all already ingested it and not known. So I need to keep working and see if I can find a way
What confuses
to.
me, this eel isn't native to my forest, so why would it be used in my forest? They had to use something different but similar. Maybe you could compare the ashes from my mother tree and I don't know. I don't know chemistry. I
was going to ask at a later date. I didn't want to pry because I do know that that ash is important to you, but if you are okay relieving yourself of a bit of it, then yes, I might be able to compare it. Might help me figure out how to detect it. Only if you are comfortable. I know that is the last of your mother tree, and it is close to your heart. And
at this point, Xanafy's just been kind of lounging around and hanging out and whatever. She'll get up, walk over to the staff that she's left hanging again, or not hanging, but standing up against the wall, and just with a quick yank, rip the cord that has her small vial of ashes off of the staff of woodlands and put the little glass bottle in front of you. Use whatever you need.
are you sure?
You can use it all. If it means
Evelyn takes her
something
hand for a
to me.
moment, gives it a squeeze. I will be respectful.
I mean, it's dead anyway, so it's fine.
That doesn't change that it was important to you. But if that is the case, you might want to warn the others. I'll keep working here.
Okay.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
If you want to take a
Cool.
break now, I'll do a couple
Oh,
more
yes.
things before the halftime show. I should have given you a 5-minute head start, but if you want to go, you can.
I only have to go start my chicken for my dinner, so I'll be right back.
So, as Sleepy's gonna host our halftime show, Soren is away from keyboard tonight, so we're gonna give her a chance to take a quick break. And yes, we love and miss you, Soren. So Cassius and Yasern, you see that the hunters have all changed location, and then I need you both to make perception checks.
It's just whatever the first one is.
17.
Okay. Cassius, you catch this. You see that that Corvin walks up to the water's edge, and while the other hunters are currently tying nets and pulling canoes in, you can see that they're getting ready for the next tide change. That he's going to put his hands in the water and he's going to wash his hands, but it's almost rhythmic. Like he's tapping the surface of the water and he's making a couple splashes and he stops. Then he does it again, and then you're going to see he is going to reach into his pouch and he is going to pull out a small purple vial and he's going to just drop it into the water.
Like, as in he's about to pour it, or he's just about to drop it?
He's pouring it into the water. Or if you want to stop him, he pulls out the vial, and you're watching carefully with the 17, and you see he pulls it out. It's probably 3 inches of a vial, pops the cork, and twists.
I would like... What's the best way to go about this? Do I just...
Oh, I don't see this. This is on you.
I know. I have a couple ways that I can approach this, and I don't know which one's the safest one, and I think the answer is none of them, and I just need to pick one.
My idea was to try and stealth underneath and drink it before it hits the water.
How far away are we from him right now?
Well, let me show you. And I'm using the same token for all of them, but I will tell you which one's which.
Okay.
And then during the break, it's so... Dude, Sleepy's so goated. She drew this. I was like, hey, I need another tribes person. And she's like, got you, fam. Okay. So...
He's not done yet, though, technically.
If you see this, you guys are right here on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And you see there's one down here to the southeast. There's one right here that's working on some nets. You could see there's one way up here to the top of the map. And this one, who I'll mark with pink, this is Corvin. And Corvin is currently basically squatting on the pier with his knees up to his shoulders, and he's working on something, and you're watching him from there.
Okay. As I see him pull out the vial from his pocket, I start moving forward. And then as soon as I see he's starting to pour it into the water, I will imagine I've gotten a bit closer. Maybe about there, kind of step onto the boat. Okay. And I am just going to Misty Step, or if I can even get a little bit closer, I'm just going to Misty Step right next to him and grab his wrist.
Okay. Before you do that, what's the distance on Misty Step?
30 feet.
Okay. That does require you to kind of step on the boat and just move a little bit further. And you actually can see the boats make a little bit of a bridge. They're currently tied to each other and to the docks. As you step on the boat, the other end of the boat, which is the one that it's touching, is right next to him. So I need you to make an acrobatics check or a stealth check, both with advantage, your choice. As you are going to step onto the boat to get within Misty Step distance of him. And yeah, go ahead.
I would like, they're the same for me, but I would like to make an acrobatics check to accomplish my exact intention.
Okay.
Which, my exact intention in this moment is to step onto the boat in such a way that it makes a little bit of motion to where it might distract him for a second, but obviously he's going to look and not see anything, but not so much motion that he panics and just dumps all of it.
Okay. I like it.
So just a little bit to make him look over his shoulder.
Okay, so here's what that just did for you. Instead of him rolling, you're now just going up against his passive perception.
Okay.
So your DC just became a little bit easier, but you do need to do that with advantage.
26, baby.
Okay. So, Yusern, you're gently placed down on the dock. You see the boat rock, and then he's none the wiser. The other boat kind of rocks a little bit. He just kind of looks up at the tip of the boat, thinking just a wave came in, and you bamf right next to him as you now see that whatever's in that vial is like a heavy oily substance. And as he goes to tip it, you grab the hand and close it and hold it in place as you come out of invisibility.
Yeah, so I like, for the visual sake, because invisibility ends as soon as you cast a spell, so I like to imagine Yasern sees Cassius appear and then immediately vanish in a puff of smoke. As he, Cassius will appear kneeling right next to Corvin Blue. One hand on his wrist, the other capping the vial, and he says, "What do you got there, friend?"
Oh. And that is where we're going to take our break. Hell
What
yeah.
you got there?
Yeah.
Smoothie.
What is that? What do you got there, huh?
Oh, it's a smoothie. Drink it.
Drink it, egg power.
Drink it. Go
The whole
ahead.
thing.
Yummy, yummy.
Pour it in his mouth and see the.
Oh,
Pour
Also-
some
God.
poison on me.
Also, Called Shot, please, for the love of all that is holy, at some point in this campaign, Xanaphi and Cassius have to do that bit where she actually wild shapes into an ostrich. And we do the, what do you got there? A smoothie.
A smoothie.
Okay, well, first you have to make it so that she's seen an ostrich before.
Okay.
True.
Even, you know
True.
what?
Okay,
I
okay.
feel like even in a textbook, and she can get the idea, the
I'm
ass
gonna-
is going to look really fucking weird, but it's close enough.
During the break, I'm going to DM you my favorite druid hack for getting whatever wild shapes you want.
Okay. We go
An
to
iPad.
a zoo.
We go to a zoo. We buy a zoo.
Trip.
We what?
Zoo trip.
I have a lot of gold. I don't have that much gold.
Zoos are cheap,
We
probably.
bought a
I don't know.
zoo.
We'll figure it out.
We make a zoo.
We make a
Make a zoo.
No.
Okay, but the zoo is just Xanaphi in different places, and you have a caution close sign over several of the pens that just rotates, you know? Like some days she's the horse, some days she's the lion, some days she's the kangaroo. And the other exhibits are just
or a
closed
liger.
because she's not the kangaroo today.
I was literally about to say, free idea for any DMs out there. Traveling band of druid charlatans that put on an exotic zoo, but it's all just the druids.
I want to do that as a
That sounds
somebody.
amazing.
We gotta make that as a one shot. We gotta talk. Leon, we gotta talk.
Yeah, and
We
then
gotta
all
talk.
of each a different druid circle. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Dibs on the
We're
penguin.
gonna talk.
I gotta be the penguin druid.
Based.
Okay, gang, we're going to take a break, but the show continues. Typically, Soren Angel is our amazing host of the halftime show, the Fireweed Inn and Tavern. Today, tapping in for her will be Always Sleepy. Thank you, Sleepy. The rest of you
Hi.
take a quick 15-20 minute break, and everyone else give Sleepy all the love. Sleepy, thank you for doing this.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, folks.
Life.
Well, let's turn you on. Xanaphi.
Hello? Am
There
I
you
real
are.
life yet?
There you are.
Hello? I'm real life. Hi, you guys. Welcome. How are we doing today? It's been so long. It's been such a long ass time since we got to D&D together, and I've missed you guys so ridiculously much. Before we get into the halftime show, I have a whole script of stuff I have to say, I'm so sorry, but just bear with me. Soren's really good at this, and she can just like, blah, 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 blah. I cannot. I have to read a script. Love you, Soren. Everyone, hi, welcome to the Fireweed Tavern. As you can see, I'm not the beautiful, magnificent Soren because she is off playing real life D&D because she's working at a Renaissance fair this weekend and last weekend. It's really freaking awesome. And we can get some heart emojis. Not 07s. That means you're dead. W's in the chat for Soren. I think that would be really cool. Usually we have like stuff to talk about. Let me see. What does she have? Let's see. I'm really good at the halftime. It's been a long time. Oh, I'm not even in that frame. You know what, friends? We all know that all the art here is done by the community, all the memes, all of our little, what are they called? Emotes? There we go. I found the word eventually. They're done by people in the community like you guys. If you ever want to see or post or make some of our memes for us, our emotes, you can go to our Discord. If you make them, you can always tag it to us on Instagram and Blue Sky and TikTok. Soren's really good at this. I'm so sorry, guys. But I have something I want to talk to you about personally. It's that last week, we have been trying to think of other ways we can engage with the D&D community, and we want to do a lot of stuff. Is my dog back there? I don't know if you can see him, but dog's right there. Sorry, distracted. And last week we launched our Patreon. We launched our Patreon, you guys, and I'm really excited this for a couple of reasons. One, we're already offering a couple things. We make homebrew items. We post our maps. There's also a monthly sticker club. If y'all like stickers, yours truly designs all the stickers that we send out to everybody. And I just want to show it to you really quick. So I'm going to share my screen, which is why I asked Monk, instead of having the really cool D&D tavern thingy that Soren usually is on, that I get to show you. Oh god, it's huge. Hold on. Be small. Become small. Become small. Let's see. There we go. That's good enough. So hello, welcome to our Patreon. And you can find this, let's see, at just patreon.com/gaming related. We made it super easy for anybody that wants to find it. Anyway, so here is one of the magic items that we have. We have another magic item. We have maps that we've created. Oops, that's trying to download it. I apologize. Anyway, it's really cool and awesome, and we're really excited to show more of that with you guys. But enough about that. How are we doing today, friends? How are we doing? Where is my D&D? There it is. I have 17 instances of Firefox, and it's driving me nuts. There we go. Am I still on the big screen, Monk? I am on the big screen. How are we doing today, friends? It's been so long since we even got to hang out. Also, Monk was talking about all the art that we posted for the NPCs in the past, and wow, it's humble beginnings. Humble beginnings have been... I was going through all of them in our Roll20. I was really bad. I used to be really bad, you guys. Like, really bad. I don't know why you guys let me be in charge of this stuff. I wish... How do I show you? Hi, Sunflower! Oh, goodbye! I'm at the tavern now. Hello. You gotta start somewhere. That's very true. That's very, very true. I wonder if I could show you just where we started. If this would be it. Is this it? Yeah. Hello. Look at her! She's adorable! This was one of the first things I ever drew for Monk. This was one of our first characters. I don't remember his name. I think he was a dwarf or something. He was adorable. I really was proud of how I did his eyebrows. I'm also trying to notice that I draw only giant ass ears, which is fine. People have ears. Probably named Ben. Probably. We had about 19 different guys named Ben. So this is where we started. Eventually we started to get better. I gave some guys like jewelry and I tried to do collarbones. Don't try to do collarbones. Then we get fancy. She's got like a little headdress on. She's cool. She's hip. Want to say hi, Sunflower? Love you so much, Sunflower. No, don't go to work. Call out of work and just hang out with us forever. You can play Palea with us. Oh my god, I forgot that you can do halftime questions. Halftime show questions? Guys, thanks, Minnie. W's. I just want to say really quick, since Minnie brought it up, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, I'm happy to answer them. You can just do it with channel points on Twitch, and just a reminder that it needs to be appropriate for Twitch, appropriate for our viewers, and if it makes me uncomfortable or it's just really weird, I'm not gonna answer it, and I will refund your points. So be chill. What is one of your favorite NPCs / creatures you've drawn for Monk? I think, hold on, I have so many images. So I think Yenye was a really fun one. Yenye was one where I was like, oh my god, actually, he turned out so good. And I can't draw two eyes to save my life. He was one of my favorites. Sorry, excuse me. The centaur is not one of them. But this has got to be my favorite creature, the Hydra. Because I just think they look so dumb and they're so cute. The little Hydra guy is just so perfect with his little party hat. I think this drawing took me about 8 minutes, if that, because I had to erase a bunch of stuff. Because I don't know how to color in the lines. Instead of actually coloring, what I usually do is I scribble over and then I erase what is not in the lines. That's why you'll usually see where I've got like little white spots or outside of the line. It's because I don't know how to color in the lines, y'all. I didn't learn that in kindergarten. That's probably my favorite. Actually, that's my second favorite. You haven't seen my favorite animal. The favorite animal I ever drew for NPCs and creatures is a bear. You'll see him later at one point. But I think one of my favorite characters. I'm just so. Like, look at the progression, you guys. You can see when I finally figured out you don't have to use a crayon, the crayon pen, when you do digital art. You can actually use the pen one. You don't have to use the crayon. So if anybody is looking into getting into digital art, you don't need anything fancy. I do want to give a quick shout out. I'm not sponsored by this, but it's a free app. It's called Sketchbook. You can use other things like Krita. There's like Infinite Verse or something like that. You can use Photoshop. You can use anything to draw, but I really love using Sketchbook. It's a free app. You can pay premium if you want. I think it's only like $5, and then it's for the rest of your life. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your tablet, you can put it on your computer, and then you can download free other brushes, you can download free palettes. A lot of the stuff that I get are from their website, and it's a really great app, I think. And I don't think I'll ever change it because you can have layers, you can change gradients, you can change just about everything. Highly recommend the app if you ever want to look into or even try digital art. Sketchbook. Someone else will give you a different recommendation. That's just what mine is. This is the first person that I actually got into detail with her vertigo. I'm sorry, not vertigo. That's vitiligo. And then her neck tattoos. That was like the first, like, man, I should make these more interesting, make it a little more spicy and, just different. And then I continued that, started adding scarring to this lady's face. We love a little bit of scarring. Hello? I love drawing with different facial textures. I love drawing different hairstyles, face shapes, body types, any kind of like physical thing that you can see that makes a person unique and different is my favorite thing to add. I don't like drawing just straight up anime. I love that art style, but it doesn't feel as real with D&D, where if you were fighting, you're going to get an axe to the face, you're going to have different parts of you that are different than everybody else. So I love adding like little freckles to some people, to weird little eyebrows, to stretch marks and body hair. I think it's really important to show different, just different everything when you're playing D&D, because that's part of the fun of D&D is you get to imagine. And why the fuck wouldn't I want to imagine a hot dad bod? Also, happy Father's Day to everybody if you're a dad, father, or a daddy out there. But I just think that's one of the best things about getting to do all the NPC guys is I get to draw all these interesting and unique characters that all have a different name and a different backstory, and they have different parts of their lives that have affected how they look. Listen, I got feelings about Boobanoo. I have had feelings about Boobanoo since I drew him. And then Monk gave him a name like Boobanoo. Thanks, Monk. What a great name. Booba, it's... Why'd you have... Just name him Titty next time. Just name him Titty next time. It's the same thing, okay? Just name him Titty. I'm gonna start giving you NPCs with names. That's unprofessional. Well, it's the same vibe, because that's the joke we've been making this whole time. But D&D is fantastic, friends. If you've never played it, I highly recommend you do. If he was a Genasi... You mean a Genasi? I think you mean a Genasi? The only reason he has a mask, by the way, is because I could not draw his face. I tried for days. I tried so many times, and I just could not get his face the way I wanted. So I'm like, you know what? Why draw a face? I'm gonna give him a mask. And that's the really cool thing about D&D is you can do that. What are they gonna do? Tell you no, he can't have a mask? No, they're not. Your DM's not gonna tell you no, he can't have a mask because your DM is cool if he's cool like Monk is. And goddamn, I would do unholy things with Nadia. She would not let me because she's way out of my league. But I would do unholy things. With, to, for. Anyway. Those are some of my favorite NPCs and creatures. I've been rambling a lot. I would love to know who your guys' favorite NPCs are. And what kind of NPCs you want to see. I draw a lot of humans. I draw a lot of elves. Is there a race that you want to see? I really would love to work on Dragonborn. Dragonborns are very intimidating, in my opinion, to have to draw, though. I've never drawn a dragon. I have to draw an Aarakocra at some point. That's a bird man, for those who don't know. It's a bird guy. He looks like a literal cockatoo. I don't know how to do that. Never drawn a bird before in my life, except where you do the little... like this. On an ocean. If you got any tips, please let me know. Oh my god, I've been sick for 7,000 years. I think since February. And I cannot get rid of this cold. I've tried so many things. Why are we breathing fire in the chat? I still will never get behind Ganassi. I'm just saying... Stop! What is that? Is that fan art hanging up by Dal? I've never seen these before. Are you serious? Where's that posted? Where's that posted? Where's that posted? Monk, are you here? I need to know. It's in our Discord. Wow, that's so crazy. I've been rambling on a lot. And I apologize. If you ever want to see art like that in our Discord, I've just been reminded that we actually have a very, very important message we'd like to share with all of our friends, our family, the daddies, and zaddies out there. Free to a good home. She doesn't have a good home. She's a nightmare, that Xanafi. But Monk, I do believe you have a video that our one and only Hetzel, aka Ari, aka Vordoon's partner, made for all the daddies and zaddies out there. So Monk, from gaming related to Monk to Vordoon to all of you out there, even if you're a mom and you are a parent, hold on, let me try this again. You are a child that did not have a dad and maybe your mom played both roles. Make sure you go tell your parental figures if they were great and you love them, that you love them and you appreciate them. And this is our way of saying that to you. Please roll our cool video so I can stop talking. If your game parentals are not.
Happy Father's Day.
To all the dads and dungeon daddies alike.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. We love you.
Dad, happy Father's Day. We love you. Thank you for being kind, loving, and supportive.
Happy Father's Day. Mom calls you a dungeon daddy, but I'll just call you Dada. Thanks for all the snuggles.
I think that was the best voice for a baby I've ever heard in my whole entire life. And I love that that Ari also included Leon's babies, his girl Kit Kats, Sable and Olive. Kind of crazy that nobody made one for Mother's Day, and I've got 4 animals behind me. Those are your kids. Those are your girls. God, I remember we've been friends since what 2018, so that's 7 years now, Monk. Maybe even a little bit longer.
Yeah, I guess I could talk, huh? Since
Oh shit!
you asked
I
me a
was
question?
just talking in chat, but I figured you would type in chat.
I was like, why
That's fine.
Why am I typing?
That's up to you, bestie. That's up to you.
Yeah, we've known each other
But
for a
they've
very long
grown
time.
so much.
Crazy.
Guys, I need to tell you, Monk has been one of my favorite DMs in my entire livelong life. The very first DM I ever had at level 2 sent us to the Underdark, and we met Jublix, the slime god. And it was a bad time. It was a bad time. That was not a great DM. No, you weren't there for that.
Okay.
You were not there for that. That was the very first D&D I ever played, and I almost quit D&D after that because it was such a horrible experience. And then I come over and I meet Fortune and Monk and some other friends, and it's just been the most amazing experience. I got so lucky with my friends, you guys. Would you sit down?
I agree. I'm glad we met.
Million G?
I've loved every minute of it, and you're doing so good.
Guys, he puts up with so much shit for me. So much shit. Monk is one of the kindest and nicest people I've ever met in my entire life, but here's the also good thing. Is he holds you accountable. If you're being a shithead, he's gonna yell at you, okay? He's gonna, and by yell at you, I mean he's actually very kind about it. Fortune, on the other hand, will yell at you. Just kidding, he's also very kind
Fortune
about
is so
it.
stoic. He's talked me off the ledge so many times.
Fortune has so much love in his heart, and it's not astounding as in unexpected, just astounding that it's like, oh my god. How can someone in my life just be this amazing? Everybody's so great. I have very many feelings about my friends, and it's that I love them all. End of that story. Kind people can yell. Yeah, I do it all the time. I love yelling. I got a lot of feelings. A lot of passion. Passion. More energy. Hi, Ellie Mae. Yell at the dog all the time. Because she's naughty and she steals my shoes. Also, Monk, you know how you asked for a whole bag of potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she stole the whole bag of potatoes. And she,
Oh, no.
What do you have? Come back here.
Oh, no.
Come here. What did you steal? She's stolen something. I can't chase after her.
It looks like she's casting magic. Your background light's just flipping. What is
That's
she
just because that's the lights over there casting the blue. And she walks by it because it's right by the door. But she just stole something. I don't know what it was. It was probably one of my shoes because I have them right there and I didn't put them away like I should have. And she's gone. She's taking it outside. So if, oh my God, there's Ben.
Yeah.
Woof.
There's Hetzel's. So, if any of you have funny memes or anything that you post in our Discord, it's just gonna go up in the tavern. So send us
It's
all
so
your funny
good to
stuff.
see everything.
Send us your drawings.
I love it. I want to see them. There's so much art that I just realized we've had because I have not been checking the Discord that much. I just make sure that no one's saying mean stuff and then move on with my day. I haven't actually looked at the freaking art, and there's some freaking good stuff in here, guys. There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Also, we have like the best meme makers. I'm just saying, Minnie makes the best memes I think I've ever had for D&D, and she just makes them so freaking fast. You'll make one quip, and then 17 seconds later, before you even realize you needed a meme, she's already made it, and it's so good.
Ooh,
I
Minnie, I
wanna
have
know-
one coming
wanna-
your way right now. Just
You have a
keep
meme
talking.
coming my way?
No, she needed an image of one of the NPC. I'm sending it to her right now.
Oh, okay. For this, guys, I need us to hurry up and get to the butcher, by the way. Because let me just tell you, I cooked, cleaned, and ate the fuck out of his art. And I want you guys to see it so bad. Speaking of memes, Monk, where's that NPC art? Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I wish y'all would forget about the centaur, though. I would love it if y'all forget about the centaur. I
Horse
can't believe
for
I forgot to
scale.
move. I can't
Horse
believe
for
I
scale.
forgot to remove the horse.
I
Ah,
love
Sounds
the
like a
horse.
cave
You can't
drawing.
get rid of him.
what?
It's like a cave painting. It's just this horse.
Oh,
just
like a
up on
cave
the wall.
painting.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, great. Love that for me. Stupid. You know what? I challenge you guys out there in the community to draw a centaur and draw it better, okay? And make sure he has a 12 pack, because that's how many I gave my centaur. At least 10 abs minimum. I want to see them. I want to see your centaurs, and I want to see them with the horse for reference in the top right corner. That is my official challenge to you. Draw us a centaur, share it in the chat. It can take you 10 hours, it can take you 10 seconds. Go draw some centaur, guys.
Then
Oh,
post it to
got
Blue Sky with the
Homer.
hashtag GR horse abs.
Hey! I am the halftime guy. This is
Then do your
my
job.
show. This is my halftime show. Boy time. Shut up.
Half boy, half horse
Uh-huh.
time.
And now it is, but now I am the halftime half boy halftime.
No. Anyway, is everybody back yet?
Almost. Do you wanna wrap us
Cool.
up so we can
I
officially
don't
go
want.
back
I
to
don't
the
know
game?
how Sword does this. Let me see. Okay, hold on. There's a whole script. There's a
Okay.
whole script. Wait, be quiet. Be quiet. I'm gonna do a real job now. Okay, shut up. I can do it too. Okay, shut up. Before we officially wrap, nope, we're already wrapping up. Moving on, Soren. I want to remind you all to drink water, eat something, stretch your bones. Self-care is so important, and sometimes we forget. It happens. But we really want you to take care of yourselves. Thank you for being here, but please take a minute. The show will be here. You can watch it on YouTube, you can watch the VODs, but please take care of yourself first and foremost, okay? Remember to take your breaks, drink your water, eat some solid sustenance. We love and appreciate all of you for being with our show. I think that's it for the halftime show. All of our friends are back. Thank you for hanging out with us for this awful rendition of Fireweed and Tavern. Thank you for all the follows, the subs, the biddies so far on season 2, episode 36 of Gaming Related. We could not be here without you guys. I'm just saying. We love you, and we'll see you later, okay? In like 7 seconds, because we're just going to go to the other screen. Are we at the other screen? Yeah, we're just going to go to the other screen.
Well,
I'm just gonna leave it here for the rest of the night. This is
Hello?
awesome. She said goodbye like 6 minutes ago.
We did? Guys, I gotta pee so bad.
Okay, bye.
My ankles are covered, thank you. Don't call me a harlot.
Wait, they are? I want to see.
whoa.
Prove it.
No,
prove
I
it,
can't.
prove it,
Before
I
prove it,
can't. I don't
prove
have
it,
any
prove
socks
it,
on.
Prove it. So they're not covered.
No, I don't want people to see my grippers. Hold on.
I can't. She lied.
You're a filthy liar.
See?
You're a
What
filthy
in the
liar.
world?
This is the
What are
doily
we-
I used to cover.
Yeah, it's like,
You're a
what are we
liar, out of
looking
control.
at?
Take it away.
What?
Go piss.
Oh, yeah.
The show is back. You're wasting time. Go.
You're wasting time, slut.
It's my job, literally, in the description.
Yep, his job is to be a
Speaking
slut.
of in the description, make sure to keep an eye in the description of our Twitch channel, because soon we'll be adding the Patreon link. Did you know we have a Patreon?
Would
I
you
didn't.
like to?
We're gonna have monthly stickers, and I'm so excited.
So if you
Yay.
Monthly
stick
stickers,
around,
monthly magic items that Sleepy's making the art for and I'm designing the mechanics for. Soon, monthly surprises that we haven't announced yet that are coming up that we've been cooking on. And a potential event in a few months that I may be working on that I haven't even told anybody in this call about yet.
what?
Surprise!
What? All right. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good break. Good job, Sleepy. Thank you for filling in for Soren. Soren, you have big boots, and we miss you so much. We hope you're having fun at Ren Fair.
Don't, Leon, don't.
Big boots to
It's just
fill.
boots.
The audio double take that my ears just
Yep.
I mean,
it wasn't just you.
Thank you.
And I almost said something, and I was like, no.
I'm not gonna continue commenting on it.
I will not say a single thing.
Nope.
Well, I actually didn't have to pee. I just really wanted to get my dinner, which are some chicken nuggets and a macaron.
Chicken nuggets.
No, I can't think.
Wait, what'd you call it?
A macaron is what she called it.
Macaroon?
This is not a macaroon.
It's macaron.
Yeah.
Macaroons are different.
Macaron.
I don't want to hear another complaint about Genesee
Macaron.
ever again.
Macaron.
I'm saying it correctly. A macaron is different than a macaroon.
Macaroni and cheese.
It's a macaron, which is the little French cookie with stuff in between. That's a dog hair. And then a macaroon is a is like white with
cookie sandwich with dog hair. That's a requirement in a macaroon.
No,
Only if you own dogs. Only if you own dogs.
I'm writing down the recipe for this. Cookies, dog hair, and cream. This is gonna be a ball.
This one's orange flavored, and it's from
Dog hair.
Costco. It does not have dog.
Can we play
Dog
games?
hair flavored.
Yes, we can do.
Don't get mad at me when we end the session in combat because we're arguing over a macaroon versus macaron.
I reserve the right to get mad at you whenever.
It's
I
not arguing when I know I'm correct.
Whoa! The party's split. We can't be doing combat.
Okay, well, we're doing it. So,
Bye forever.
Did somebody say combat?
whoa!
Please calm down.
Does that have eye tracking on it? Or did you just hold still? Oh my gosh!
Damn. All right.
Technologia!
We've lost it. That's
Sorry if I love you so much.
Okay. So, we come back as Cassius, Misty stepped off the boat right up to Corvin, grabbed his hand and capped the vial. And what did you say before we cut?
What you got there, friend?
He is going to immediately, mouth open, look at you and say, I must. Do not. And he is going to try to fight to break the grasp. So, I need you to make a strength athletics versus his as he's trying to break free.
Can I do something a little silly? I'm okay if he wants to break like where my hand is holding onto him. But what I want to do is I want to hold on really tight so he starts like pulling back and trying to get his arm free. And then I just want to let go of his arm but hang on to the vial in the hopes that he just falls back without the vial.
Zoinks!
Yeah. So it'll still be a strength athletics.
That's fine.
As he is going to try to fight you on this.
Strength athletics. Boom. Where's it? There it is. 17.
Okay. He falls backwards into the water with a splash. You look at the other hunters as they stop what they're doing, stand up, and they look. Now, Yusern, you can see what's happening as Cassius has bamped out of invisibility, is holding onto something in his hand with his thumb on the grip, as you see the other hunters looking in that direction. Now,
Can I stealth to Cassius?
you can move to him, yeah, because you're invisible. So you can make a stealth check with advantage and double dash to get over there.
Okay.
And I need everyone to roll initiative. How we do that? Well, here's what I'm going to do.
22.
A 22. Hold that thought. I'm going to put all of you on the map. Right
I
here.
will once he's within 5 feet of me.
That way you can actually click on your token and roll initiative.
Yeah, that's your second nat one. Yes, sir. What's going on?
I
Why
I
is
tell a
Yasern
story.
being punished for all of my nat 20s last session?
That's kind of rude.
You stole them all. So
I didn't do it on purpose.
stole the juice.
I'm the cleric, so as long as the heal rolls are big, I'll take the nat ones for y'all.
You know what? As playing a cleric before and also rolling like garbage, that's a mood.
Oh, we're on 37, not 36. Whoops.
30.
No.
Episode 36?
No, we're on 37, is what I said.
Are you sure?
No, we're on session 36.
The thingy says 37.
No.
Yeah, because that's what Monk said at the beginning of the
I
game.
changed it. It should be a.
Doesn't matter right now.
All right.
It matters to me.
Okay. So, Evelyn and Xanaphi, you're back at the party.
Nope.
Evelyn, you are working
Nope,
hard.
just Sleepy is. Or
Okay.
Xanaphi is.
Yeah, so Evelyn, you are busy working. And you can hear the laughter, you can hear the drum beats, and you can hear everyone having food, none the wiser of what's currently happening. Now, you're going to be able to have a surprise Yasern. So you use your action, you run up. So I'll say that you, with the 22, make it up to him, and you're currently on the boat. So now it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Isn't he in the water?
No.
The guy. Didn't the guy
the
fall
guy.
in the water?
Guy.
Yeah, the guy fell into the water. That's right.
Can I whisper to Cassius?
Do you want me to take the vial, or you're good?
Will it disappear if I hand it to you? This is
I
my spell. Wait,
Don't know. That's not my wheelhouse,
This is
my
my
friend.
spell.
we need to experiment later, and then we also need to figure this out about the spell.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Whoa, whoa.
Is it just a floating vial? Like, no matter where.
So, once you grab the vial, it does disappear as it's on your person.
Ooh.
Right, I'm gonna put that in my equipment list. And then I will. Was that an action? I like action dash to get over here. Yeah. It's
No.
like rough terrain to get across these boats.
That happened before we went into initiative. So, at the start of your turn, you have your move and all of your action economy. It's a free action to grab this from Cassius, but you are now next to Cassius, right here.
I will hold my action. Well, I'll just take the dodge action.
What, Cassius? What?
You moved his token next to me, and my entire screen went white. Like I just got flashbang.
I didn't do that, I promise.
I was like, but also you're invisible, so the dodge action you already have. People already have disadvantage on trying to hit you.
Oh, well, shit. I don't want to come out of stealth until I have to, basically. So I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
Until someone comes within fuckery distance, and then I'll make a move.
Okay. Xanaphi, in the middle of the party, you're chowing, people are recounting tales of adventure and bravery, they're asking you questions, you are in the middle of just celebrating. You see that everyone's jovial, but every now and then Boobanoo just gives you a look, and the look is basically, if you're okay, we keep going. He even kind of whispers over to you. Listen, I know this can get a little bit rambunctious. If you ever need to step out, go get some fresh air, by all means. You don't even have to excuse yourself. And he'll just keep checking on you throughout the night, making sure that you're not overstimulated or anything like that. So then,
Oh,
what are you doing in the middle of this party?
that's so nice. Crying because my dad is so cool. Except he's not my dad. My real dad's alive.
Okay, that's it.
Wait.
Yep.
What?
I think she meant out of character.
Sister
No,
just
I meant
dropped
in
some-
character.
Oh, in character. Your
Sister
dad's
just
alive.
dropped some lore on us out of
Uh-huh.
character.
I'm
I
writing
could have
it down.
sworn you guys knew.
No.
No.
No, all you've ever told us is my druid burnt out.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone I know is dead. My
Not
mom
everybody.
died.
I was being dramatic. Okay, that's what I
Wow.
do. I'm eating crab legs, I think, and just kind of ignoring people a little bit.
Okay.
Bad bitch behavior.
Is it a good bad bitch or like bad host bitch behavior?
You're not the host.
Squire Cassius.
Hi, I'm Squire Cassius.
Corvin's gonna
Leave a
come up
message on
out
the
of the
phone.
water, and as he's currently treading water, he reaches up for the boat to pull himself up, reaches over to the pier with the other hand, and he's trying to pull himself up into where currently Ysern is standing, and he's gonna say, "You have to dump it in the water. It's life or death. You have to dump it in the water. It's your turn." He looks,
Who's
"Where the hell is it? Water, now."
a good magician never reveals his secrets. Whose life and whose death, friend? Because if
Who's
yours, I'm
death?
not really inclined to help you at the moment.
Everyone's. The entire village. But right now, all of us, the three of us, all of us, and he calls to the friends, we're in danger. It's coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about 6 seconds. What would you like to do?
I'm just standing there continuing to egg him on. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what? It. I don't know you. If you want my cooperation, you can give me a little more detail. Otherwise,
say?
you look shady as fuck.
Okay.
He is.
Are you doing anything on your turn?
What do the other hunters look like they're doing at the moment?
They look shocked
They're
and
smooching.
confused.
No, they're smooching.
They are currently wielding tools for their jobs, and they can hear Corvin screaming, but they just look like utter confusion right now.
Deer caught in headlights.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. I don't really want to draw a weapon, so like they're all scared and confused. They see their friend in the water, and then they see this guy like, ha ha ha. I think I'm chilling. I'll ready the. Well, no, because then I have to. Hang on, I gotta read my thing. I forgot how my thing works. His thing don't work.
I got a pill for that.
Ooh.
Too soon?
Yeah, I'll hold the attack action to throw a flaming dagger for if I feel like the function is not a safe place for me.
Okay. Okay, so you hold your action. Vordoon,
Yeah.
you are walking back into the village. You are walking back with both Nida and with Minnie, and you see that the party's happening. You can see Xanaphi sitting at the table. You can see that Evelyn is not there, and you can see that Cassius and Ysern are also not there. As you walk closer to the party, you make eye contact with Xanaphi, and you'll get a pat on the back from Nida. She'll say, "I'm glad you liked it. It was a pleasure to share history with you. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm gonna go see what's up with the rest of my crew." And she kind of gives a nod as she starts to walk towards the path to the east of town. What are you doing?
Wish her good night, and then you said I see
Xanaphi.
Xanaphi.
What am I doing?
You see Xanaphi eating and just hanging out at the table, listening to stories and mingling.
Hey, Xanadu.
Hey,
Have you seen Cassius or your son?
oh fuck! I throw down my shrimp and lobster tail. I have to talk to you now. Over there.
This is Sleepy. This isn't even Xanafi character. This is Sleepy talking.
I know, right?
No, I remembered about 10 minutes ago.
No, you would totally do this in
You
real life.
ate the
All right. I'll walk with you over there.
I can't walk yet. It's past my turn.
Oh, well,
You
as
guys
soon as it's
can.
your
You're
turn,
both
we'll
out
walk
of-
over.
You guys are out of initiative. I'm just giving you time on the screen since. But you guys are out of initiative. Go ahead.
Okay, in a sentence and a half, you can't taste or tell the poison even exists. Evelyn figured it out. It has no taste. It has no way to be tracked. You can't even tell it exists, or if it's in. It could be in the water. It could be in the. I could be poisoned.
Well,
Did you eat anything? You could be poisoned.
I've checked for poison almost every time we've eaten.
It doesn't matter. You can't. Listen. I don't think you're understanding me. You can't detect it.
With magic?
I don't know. I don't have that readily available. I planned on trying tomorrow, but I walk back if I can just to grab the lobster tail and put it kind of close to his face. Check my lobster, please.
Shove the lobster in.
Wait. So Evelyn told you it's undetectable poison, could be in anything, and you sit down and start eating.
I mean, they kept asking me questions and handing me stuff, and they keep.
All right, I detect
panicked.
poison
Okay, I
in-
snack when I'm panicking.
I detect poison and disease.
Okay.
Puppy dog.
I'll post it.
You cast it. It does not pop up on your radar. It looks normal, natural.
Well, I don't think it's that. You're
Ellie!
not fine. Lily's not fine.
It's Ellie. Ellie stole
sorry.
my plate.
So,
Beardy.
as you guys are talking, you're going to see, Vordoon, that there's a commotion at the end of the table on the opposite side of where you guys are standing and chatting, as you see a couple of the older tribespeople suddenly are calling for help. And as you look, you see the feet of one of the younger tribesmen, one of the ones that were playing with Yasern. As you see, one of the kids is currently on his hands and knees, and he is currently vomiting into the water. And one of the mothers is kind of patting his back. And you see that he's vomiting this like darkish brine bile. And it just looks like he may have played too hard, as people are just kind of like, it's a commotion happening at the end of the table.
Okay. I'm gonna go that way once it's. I'm assuming my turn's up by now, but I'm gonna go that way whenever.
Okay. You start heading over towards them. Meanwhile, Yasern, back at the dock, you can hear the commotion between Cassius and I keep calling him Cordon. We're just gonna call him Cordon from now on. Cordon, swimming in the water. What do you do?
I have. What is this poison? It looks like sludge.
It looks
It's
like
invisible now.
Well, it's invisible, yeah. But before you grabbed it, it was like, imagine purple paint mixed with glitter silver. And the silver does not mix with the purple, so it creates this like swirling vortex, almost like a lava lamp, in this vial.
It ain't poison. Bro was making bathtub potions.
It's like a bath bomb, is what it was.
Can I do my spider climb to the bottom of the deck?
Like underwater?
Like, is this touching the water? Is there like a little bit of space between the water
Yeah,
and
about
the
2
dock?
feet before water. Like he was able to reach up and grab it, so it's like maybe 2 feet tall off the water. But the water itself is maybe 10, 15 feet deep.
What is invisibility? Can I take actions?
You
And,
can,
like,
but once you attack or cast a spell, you will lose your invisibility.
I'm going to fill one of my empty vials with water.
Okay. You reach down and you fill it with water. Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and move behind this guy, Corvin.
How are you gonna on the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try and get to a position where I can have get to him a little bit better. If is he climbing up onto the boat?
He's trying to currently.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you're just gonna go stand on the tip of the boat. You can see his hand grabbing onto the boat right next to your feet as he's reaching for that. One hand on the pier, one hand on the boat, and he's trying to pull himself up. Evelyn.
Yes.
You hear a commotion. You hear the music stop, and the music became white noise, but the silence is what strikes you as odd. And then you hear a couple people gasping, like someone interrupted the DJ.
Before I react, am I at a place where I can pause, or do I feel like I am close to figuring out how I can detect the poison?
You know that this is going to be a long night, probably an all-nighter. You basically have sterilized the location that you're working. You have all of your tools out, everything's measured, but you have not begun the mixing and the testing. So you're ready to work, but your 8-hour shift has only just begun. So to answer your question, this is going to take all night, and you're at the early stages of this process.
You have 6 vials of one ingredient, right? Is that what I'm?
No, I have
picking up?
6
antidotes.
I have 6 antidotes.
Oh, okay.
So if
cool.
someone is poisoned, I can save them, but we only have 6. That
we
is
have
it.
5 now because Xanafy's poisoned.
Why? No.
I'm fine. Gordon said the lobster was fine.
Yeah.
You mean if you're scarfing the lobster right after that?
I will make sure to bring the 6 antidotes with me.
Okay.
And go find out what's going on. Because if someone is poisoned, I know what the symptoms are to be able to discern if they are poisoned or not.
Okay, you make it to the party, and just because of the anxiety of what you've learned and the purpose of being in this tribe, it's happening. As you run up to the crowd, you kind of ask people to make way, and you see there's a mother who's currently patting her son on the back. She gives him a cup of water, and as he sits back, you can see he's got kind of a smile on his face. He kind of rubs his face, and he gets up and he's trying to run away. You see the rest of his friends are kind of climbing in trees, watching from a high view. As he looks up at them, he's like kind of embarrassed by it, but he seems to have gotten whatever was out of his system. Make a medicine check.
Oh no. Why did my character sheet go away? Come back. Why did you leave me? Now I have to wait for you to load. Hold, please.
Holding.
The curse of being back on my laptop. You said medicine check.
Yes.
Well, I don't have a very high wisdom.
Okay, a 20.
Oh, a 20, okay.
Okay, in the peak of your anxiety, with the vials in your pouch, you quickly discern that this is just a kid who wasn't supposed to swim, within 30 minutes of eating. He's been eating a lot of food. He's been running around playing Squid Games, and he just happened to throw up. And he interrupted the party, and he just wants to get back to playing. Xanaphi, Vordoon, you see this as Evelyn comes running down the pier to the scene. Okay, that's about your turn. Corvin, back at the docks, is going to say, the creature from below. It's here. This is to prevent it from... And as he says that, you're going to see he's going to stop talking. He's going to look at the water. And as you catch his gaze, you can see that there is a dark shadow the size of a tree that is like swimming underneath the water. He is going to wild shape. And as he wild shapes into a crocodile, which I will place here, you're going to see he is going to dip and swim away. You both could use an attack of opportunity. You're within range. But he is going to dive and swim.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got the weapon off him. He might be an idiot, but I think that's all he's guilty of.
Okay. Xanaphi, you are now with your party, Vordoon and Evelyn. You see the commotion. You see Evelyn kind of breathe a sigh of relief. What are you guys doing?
Just checking something.
Do you think they've already got the poison?
No, he was fine. Where are Cassius and Lucerne?
It's a great question.
I don't know.
Last I saw, they were headed that way.
Behind
We
the
should head that
house.
way. We should head that way.
Make an investigation check. You can all do it, or one of you with advantage if you help each other look.
I'll give someone advantage, because
Okay.
I am not good at that.
You said investigation?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm good at those
Yeah, let's see it.
to an extent.
Probably better than me.
Investigation.
Okay.
Better than me.
You
18.
You look around. You don't see anyone misses them. Nobody's really asking where they are or anything like that. But you do see, or overhear, Nida say, I'm going to go to the trading docks. I'll be right back. And you can see she kind of gestures towards it, and Bubanu just kind of gives her a nod of and a pat on the hand. Hey, thanks for the catch. Again, I know it was your crew that brought the fish in, but tell Corvin, we all said thanks, and there's plenty. So come back, hurry. So you know the direction that she is going to be heading soon.
Yeah, when it's our turn, we'll head that way.
Okay, so you guys start heading that way, and you guys can move together even though you're all in initiative, which leads us to Squire Cassius. So you see Corvin turn into, or wild shape into, a crocodile and then dive. As you turn, you see the shadow is probably, I'd say maybe 30 feet away, underwater. You see the boats suddenly start to move up and over as this thing pushes them. You see a wake starting to move in your direction. You can hear the rain falling from the sky. It's pitch black in this area with a couple lantern lights, but it is coming from the south. Oh, by the way, I'm so sorry. The other hunters start running towards you. So they're going to run 30 feet, and this guy's going to run 30 feet here. And then this guy is going to start jumping boats, and he's going to stop here. Now it's your turn.
How, like, high or far is it, like, tossing the boats when it blasts past them?
It is...
Like, give me a scale.
Yeah, so it is causing a 4-foot wake that is moving the boats maybe 8 feet in towards the docks. One of the boats gets lifted up so much that it sits on top of the dock and tips over. You can see the bottom of the thing. This thing is It's the size of a small ship. And it's heading right towards you.
I am going to... I'm going to walk right here towards the boat. At that point, I can sense that... Are you attached to the boat right now, Yusern? Are you on the side of it? Or where are you? You're on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My plan originally... yeah, no, don't worry about it.
I just want to know, I step there and then I can... my blind sight, I can now sense that you're on the boat. Then I'm just gonna... I'm gonna step... I'm going to step onto the boat, and I'm going to assume that he's going after the alligator man, because he was a man and is the thing that's moving under the water. And I'm going to hope that it just kind of barrels right through, and I'm going to do my best Jack Sparrow impression, where I stand on the boat, and then I just step onto the dock as we get pushed towards it.
Okay. Okay. I like it. Bordoon, each one of your turns is going to count as one group turn, which means you guys can dash. Cool. So as a group, you will move 60 feet every round. It's going to take you 3 rounds before you guys arrive to this scene, because you got to go through the zigzag area. So this is one of 3. As you guys are just hauling ass. But if you guys want to talk to each other on the run, you're welcome to do that. Or on the search. Also, you can decide whether you want to be in front of Nida and pass her, or trail behind her. If you trail, it's just going to take longer to get here. So would you like to pass her and go faster, or would you like to stealthily follow her the way that Cassius and Yusern followed Corvin?
Yeah, I would assume faster, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say we're just walking.
Okay.
So, I mean, walking with purpose.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got it. I know that you guys are really good about not metagaming, so I would say 3 rounds. And you're most likely going to catch up to her, too.
Yeah, because we're... In Evelyn's mind, she's not even an aspect of her thoughts. She's just...
Yeah.
Going to go find Cassius and Yusern.
Okay. Yusern, you can see that Cassius has moved onto the ship, or onto the boat rather, and you can see that there is a giant wake coming in your direction. You can see that Cassius has begun to brace himself, but he also has his toes on the tip of the boat so that he can easily jump off without getting hung up on it. What do you do?
I'm gonna follow Cassius with anything he's gonna do. I'm just gonna stay close, and if he needs healing, I'll pop out. Like, my motivation's to support right now. Okay. But I'm going to try and use this invisibility to my advantage.
Okay. At the end of the round, you are going to see a burst of water as suddenly it just sprays 50 feet up into the air, and you see there is a giant creature that opens its mouth. You can see there's rows of bones that look like teeth that run all the way down its body. You see the front of its maw has teeth that both face outwards and inwards. This thing is leech-like. As a matter of fact, it looks like a giant leech, and it comes up over the air, and you watch as this thing comes out of the water completely, and it is going to land on top of this person. And as the mouth comes down, he just puts his hands up and gives a shriek as it crashes through the boat and into the water, as this person immediately disappears. And with that heavy splash, I need you both to make dex saves with advantage as you prepared yourself for this.
Jiminy Christmas.
What in the world?
I'm so glad one of you pressed that button, because Evelyn, Vordoon, and Xanafi, you hear a scream coming from maybe 100 feet around the corner. Nida hears it too, immediately draws a spear and starts sprinting.
I grab my sword. I'm gonna, during my part of us running, I'm getting my Crimson Right ready, and I'm running.
Okay, so
yes, we have advantage because we were prepared.
Yippee! You do have advantage, so that Neil's the natural one with a 20. Okay.
Thank goodness.
You both are thrown off of the boat, and you land both of you, 3-point landing right on this ledge over here as the boat goes crashing, and you can see this creature go underwater. And again, the silhouette of just being in this murky water. This ship and this dock has been destroyed. Now, it is the top of the second round, which means at the end of this round, it'll be the final round before you guys arrive. So, we go back to Corvin and his gang. You see that this hunter to the southeast, seeing what happened, immediately runs the other direction and starts calling out, "We have to warn the others. How did it even find our village? We're magically protected by the force." And you see the other one grab a spear as he tries to protect himself, but it is not just a regular spear. It's a hook spear for bringing in big fish, kind of like this one over here, just to defend himself. There's no sign of Corvin, and this fellow is gone as this creature goes back into the murk. Squire Cassius, what are you doing?
Kind of stand up, brush himself off. Well, it wasn't quite as graceful as I'd hoped for, but it'll do. He'll look over at you, sir. Good to go?
Oh, you can see me? Yeah, we're good to go. Are we fighting this thing, or are we...
Yeah,
He's like
still
picking his
invisible.
fucking
He looks
nose.
right at you.
You can see me.
Oh! There have been times he's been invisible, and like Cassius has been talking, and he's just been like,
just fucking making up.
Okay. Are you doing anything?
I'm not gonna fight that. I don't think we can fight that. I mean, maybe if the others were here, but for now, I think we just...
Okay. In that case, Lucerne, are you doing anything?
Ooh, that's magic. Wait, but does it count as a spell, though?
What?
My Steps of the Night.
If it's an ability, no.
Ha ha ha! I can... Wait, what time of day is it?
Nighttime.
Daytime.
I can fly! I can fly.
High noon.
It's high noon.
Oh my
I don't
god.
think we can say that anymore.
It's high
Just-
tide.
It's midnight.
It's
somewhere around
clobbering
10
time.
PM.
I got it. It's high moon.
It's high.
Hey,
It's high moon.
you've yeed your
I'm done.
last
That's
haw, bitch.
You get inspiration, Evelyn, but that's the only
Yeah,
pun you
I
get
already
tonight.
have it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it back to Cassius because he used his.
Let's go, baby!
Okay. Lucerne, you
Bam.
can fly?
The system
Can I-
works!
Can I see why?
Because of this?
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
that was a magic sound. My voice just really hurts.
Okay, yeah, you start flying. How high up do you go? Full 30?
I'm just gonna fly right above Cassius.
Okay.
No, it's not how high are you, it's high. How are you, officer?
How
Hey,
how high
listen.
off of
Listen. Hey.
Hey.
Navi.
Okay.
I'll be just 10 feet above him.
Okay, 10 feet. So you're about 15 feet off the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't like the way you said that.
Now,
I think we're in the splash zone. At
the end of the round, this creature boy is going to sprout out of the water, and again, you see the wakes coming through the area as it's moving this way. The boats have already been cleared out of the way, and then again it leaps into the air, and you guys catch it as it comes out of the water. The moonlight and the lightning storm kind of capturing how slimy this thing is, as it is going to land on top of the pier, and it is going to destroy it. And with that, it takes another person with it. And then it
Bye
disappears
forever.
underwater. So in this case, yes, bye forever for real. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say that here is gone, and here is gone.
I feel like it should have had a difficulty getting back underwater after breaking that.
The pier?
Yeah, because wouldn't that be more like difficult terrain at that point?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing but debris and stuff all over the place. So here's what I'll do, because that's a good call out. I'll say it's not deep enough anymore to hide itself. You could see it on the surface. And that is the end of the second round. Starting the third round, you are going to see this person is going to run in this direction, and he is trying to essentially escape, and you hear him calling for help. And now it is your turn, Squire Cassius.
If you can turn into something with wings, I'd highly recommend. No, all right.
Why didn't I think of that? You're right, mate. No, wait, wrong language.
You're right. Crikey! I'm getting a fucking air.
Oh, they are. My
All
bad.
right, I'm vacating the premises, big dog. I'm out of here.
Turns into a bloomin' onion.
Whichever way out of here is, I want to go that way.
Okay. So you start running back the way you came.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Yusern, do you follow?
Hey, listen. Hey. Hey.
I'm holding his leg like a balloon.
Please tell me that eventually Yusern's gonna get like an anklet you can hold on to.
It's tied to his ankle and it's tied to my wrist so we don't get lost.
Aw.
Okay.
How do we find him in a crowd? There they are.
All right. Evelyn.
Only during night though.
It's just so floating.
You are going to appear just as you can see. And let me put Nida here. There are the four of you that have come to this area, and as you break through the leaves, you see this giant leech currently wiggling around trying to get back into the water. You see the destruction. You see there's a boat that's been capsized on top of the docks. Nida just looks in horror, and then you see that Cassius is currently running towards you. As you guys run into each other, what are you doing?
Hey guys.
Damn it.
What's going on? What's happening?
What's happening? What you got there?
Big worm.
I see
Why?
that.
Swamp. Swamp got big worms in it.
We've never had a big worm like that. What in the world? You hear Nida?
Do you know what that is? Nida, do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Oh, shit.
Nida, allow me to explain. Big worm.
Oh.
Is that your whole explanation?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Evelyn.
Evelyn will.
No sign of Yusern, but you definitely found Cassius.
Can I fly over to Evelyn?
On your turn, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. He's invisible.
Yeah, I have one hand up just for no reason.
Nida gives you a high five. Oh.
Where's
It's a
Cassius?
foot.
Cassius,
I'm
where's
right
your
here. Oh, he's with us always.
Shut up.
Okay. There's
Do you want him?
too many things.
It's like yank forward.
Grabs.
You grab pants.
Oh, I understand now.
Okay.
Should we do something about the worm?
Hey, listen. Listen, hey. Listen, hold out your hand. This is God speaking. Evelyn, hold out your hand.
And then I put the
Inspiration.
vial of poison,
Oh.
the sludge.
Oh,
As you hold this, you see there is a vial. There's no cap on it. And you see that it is silver and purple, but they don't mix. And it's metallic in color.
What is that? Listen, hello, I'm God.
I smell it.
It smells brackish. It smells metallic. But there's also a toxin that burns the nostrils. And you know that this toxin is... It's made from something seafaring. Like an ocean animal. If you had more
Not
time...
the brackish blood.
Not the brackish blood, no.
But still a poison.
Mm-hmm.
Poison, yes, not the right one. Cassius.
So...
Cusco's poison. Poison for Cusco.
Poison for Cusco. The poison specifically to kill Cusco.
Cusco's poison.
So, the giant leech is going to move into the water, and it is going to disappear, and it is going to reappear as it crashes.
Look at that, problem solved.
For a moment, as it crashes through here. And you're going to see it is going to leap up into the air again, and it is going after this person here. And it is going to land on top of him. And he is going to dive out of the way as it crashes here. Nida just has this look of just utter horror. And we're going to give her a turn. And she goes... Boom. Okay. She goes here. She goes next at the top of the round. She is going to... she is going to run up 30 feet. And she is going to shoot an arrow at this thing. And she is going to hit. Oh my gosh, I get to roll dice tonight.
No!
Okay.
You want the worm to live?
No.
And then after she fires an arrow, you see it stick into the leech. She's then going to turn and say, please, help us. And now it is his turn. Yep.
Wait, what about...
Hold on.
Hello?
What about what?
Hello?
Oh, you can't see. I'll tell you when it's your turn.
Top liver.
This person is going to back up and throw a harpoon. And natural 20 this bitch.
Based.
Nice.
As this thing now has a harpoon and an arrow sticking out of it. It turns and it makes this growling, moist noise out of its mouth.
Nose.
It makes a
Moist
nose at you.
nose.
Now,
holy crap.
Xanaphi, it's your turn.
Thank you. Is this a creature?
Yes, it is a creature.
Is this a creature?
That is its legal definition as a creature.
Yes.
How do I... Hold on. Is this something I can stand on?
What? Yes, you can.
Another boat?
It is a boat.
Fuck! I can't
Is
get
it
that
around? little hobbit boat?
It is. It's one that can't be tipped over.
Damn it.
Good for
It
fishing.
sucks. Bad for me. Where is it? I thought it was dead.
What?
Why does it have a big X on it?
Because the pier
That's
is
just
gone.
the pier. Yep.
Fear that
Oh.
it's wrecking.
Understood.
He's sinking the docks.
You mother trucker. I just need a little bit closer.
Mother trucker.
Let's cast a little bit of spike growth. Let's cast a spike growth, 20 feet radius centered. I want to do it in the water.
Okay. Will you mark it? Where
is it
you
a
want the
circle
center
or
of
is
it
it
to
a
be?
square?
It's a square.
Total eclipse. No, it's a circle. It says
It's a
radius.
circle. And where did you want? Okay, nice.
Hold on, I'm measuring. I can't.
Well, the cool thing is,
I'm trying to make it big.
there is this thing where you can measure with the circle and make it linger. So if you want it here and you wanted it 20-foot radius, that's this, and that'll stay.
Somewhere else. How'd you do that?
So go
In
to
your
the
V-Dot, I
measuring
think
tool,
you can-
Oh,
click
look
circle,
at that!
and then fade
Linger.
delay, linger.
You
Yep.
have to let it linger.
If you want it to disappear, click on the 20 and a trash can pulls up. And
Yeah, I
then-
got it.
Okay. Where do you want it?
Right there.
Okay. There it is. It'll linger. So, describe it as you cast spike growth.
I throw kelp and twig in the water, and you guys will watch as the kelp instantly starts getting big.
Okay. That's a great description. Thank you.
It starts growing and entailing with the wood spikes that are on the ground and twisting around each other, and it makes all the wood spikes all spiky and stick out so that if the worm moves, it gets sliced up by the wood splinters.
I love it.
Spikes have spikes.
The spikes have spikes. My
And make it
brain's
big.
all done. My meds have started to wear off.
Okay, got it. And that's good. Squire Cassius, it's your turn.
Oh, we're gonna fight the worm now.
Were we not before? They're fighting the worm.
I was just gonna leave. We can fight the worm if you want to fight the worm.
We're fighting the worm.
We're fighting the worm.
Oh my gosh. I've missed you so much, Leon. I was just
It's
gonna
gonna be
leave.
I was just gonna say, go fuck yourself.
We came all the way to this place to save these druids from total extinction, but we'll leave the worm.
Let's be entirely clear about intention. I came here to kill the butcher. I didn't necessarily come here to save the druids.
It's a bonus.
You know
dice.
what?
I think Xanafe turns and
honestly-
just glares at you. It's the same thing. Kill the worm.
They are very connected, but there is a difference.
Cassius.
Oh, we're gonna kill the worm! We're gonna kill the worm! Okay. We will begrudgingly kill the worm.
Just kill the fucking worm before I let it kill you.
Fine, you know what? I'm gonna go kill the worm! I cast Misty Step.
Okay.
He's gonna ride the worm again.
He's gonna ride the
Shut up, you don't know me.
Oh
Yes,
no.
I do.
Please. Anything but that.
Ooh, I'm on my way, Monk. What are you gonna do? I'm on my way to the worm.
I'm gonna buck so hard, bro.
Oh, worm?
You
Whoa!
have
are
one
you?
turn before I
Whoa.
mount this fucking worm.
Oh.
Okay, but don't forget about
Nice.
the dangerous, the spiky stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be. Listen. Do not concern yourself with my methods of mounting. I'm a professional.
Oh my.
Do not underestimate my
Alright.
efforts of dismounting.
I think the only professional that knows about
An
your
amateur.
mounting is Vordoon. Okay, Vordoon, is he an amateur or a professional mounter?
Not yet,
Please
but we'll
tell us.
get there.
Okay, Mounter, I hardly know her.
He's a professional.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride
Month!
Listen, to explain something from earlier, when I saw Leo, I ran so fast and hard at him, I banged his knee with my knee.
Could have banged
Yeah.
something else, but
I
guess
did not
knees.
bruise. He did.
I think it's because like the part of my knee that's like a little fleshy hit directly on like your bone.
That is accurate, yes.
So
bone?
I still have a bruise. We were running at each other. It was like in a movie when you see like long lost folks like running to each other in a field of flowers. But there was too much passion, too much energy.
Passion, more energy.
How far away? This map is so big, Monk. What the fuck?
I know. Thanks.
Which is pretty average.
I know.
All right,
We're doing.
It's very pretty map,
I'm gonna use my bonus. I just used my bonus action. I'm gonna shit myself.
That's
You can do that as an
Constitution
action.
save to see if you can
That's
shit.
Use my primary action to piss myself. Okay. Do I have a poem for this?
A pump?
Poem.
You're wearing pumps when you jump on the worm?
Slay.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to. I had to finish the poem real quick. I'm gonna create a 30-foot cube that only gets the worm in it. It doesn't really matter where it goes. It's there and gone. So it's just wait. Does the worm have eyes?
Can
what
it
happened
feel
to
love?
Yeah.
Can it feel love?
See.
Can it see how much we care?
And it's
Create major
Monk, can the
image,
worm see?
sexy worm.
Sexy, naughty little worm.
I'm doing worm harem jutsu.
Oh no! This gets a nosebleed and passes out.
Thank
Do you want to bring it back? Because it disappeared.
I didn't even
Monk.
click off.
Someone did.
Hey, Monk.
Yeah.
Can the worm see?
You don't know.
I've seen it from a few angles. Does this bitch got eyes?
Make a perception check. Let's see if the dice tell you what you saw.
It's a shown.
Donkey shoes.
11.
You don't know. It's all dark and slimy.
I'm gonna assume not. I feel like was that. Well, fuck. No poem for you.
It has one eye. How about that? Can I get poem now?
Yeah, now you can. Yay! Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a 30-foot cube that just gets the worm in it and nobody else. And like I said, it's instantaneous, so no need to draw anything. I look at it, and as I do, as Cassius has been spellcasting throughout the journey, as the spells have gotten more powerful, I've been envisioning his veins getting darker, his skin getting greener with the increased power in the magic. His Fey form appears publicly stronger than it has in some time. Not fully, not the way he showed himself to Vordoon, but the skin, like, very easily, even from a distance, seen to be tinted green. Eyes full black with a golden, like, backlight to them. His horns start to grow and twist and gnarl. As he looks to the worm, he holds his hand out, and the ring on his finger that his sword comes from begins to glow and shift like a kaleidoscope with one of those fucking 5,000 lumen flashlights being blasted through it. And he says in a two-toned, deep voice, "Behold the light of the worlds beyond ley lines, a sight not meant for thee. May it grasp thy soul through thine eyes. You are mine, no longer free." And I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern, so if you could have the worm please make a wisdom saving throw.
You
are no longer free, you wormy bastard!
Alright, checking
Cassius is so hot.
stats. And it has...
It has a negative 20 to it, I think.
Okay. It
That's
rolled
a
nat
pretty
20.
extreme negative.
Did you roll the what?
A natural 20.
Oh man, that's silvery barbs.
thought you got rid of that.
No.
Another natural 20. I'm not even kidding with you.
Silver barbs.
Hey, Monk. Are those
What?
the dice I think they are?
No.
Oh no, it's a big dice.
No,
That dice
but
is
it-
huge.
Thank you.
Oh wait,
It's
wait,
so
wait.
pretty.
Gorgeous.
This arrow means nat 20. Twice.
Okay, you watch as very rapidly all of the Fey features like recede, and he just goes, "Well, fuck."
Grudgingly.
And that's my turn.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I overcame so
Two
many
nat
barbs.
20s.
Listen, I've done you dirty so many times. You were owed a moment like that.
Yes, and it's your first day back, so welcome back to the office.
Yeah, actually, wait. Now I'm pissed.
It's your
By the
warm up
way,
silvery barbs,
the ice
okay?
machine's broken.
True.
All right, we're doing
Ice
your
cream
turn.
machine broke.
Okay. You said he was nearby. How close?
It's up to you. I'm gonna put him on the map, and you tell me where he appeared.
Sweet. I would like him to be as pretty close, but I would assume he'd be like over here or something like that.
Yeah, you can move him, and that's where he starts.
Well, I would need access to that token to move him.
You don't have access to your token?
Nope. You denied me access.
No, rude.
How about now? You have
Now
to.
I do.
Now you do? Okay, good. I'll fix that. Sorry about that.
Cool. Well, does Uldar go on my turn technically, or does he go on his own turn?
He goes on your turn.
Yeah.
Do you guys know I've had a poem for Uldar since like the session he showed up, but he hasn't been a wolf in so long, and that's the only context it makes sense in.
Well, you could give it to Zanny Baby or Beanie Baby next time because Beanie Baby is wolf shaped.
It doesn't work as
It's
well.
giraffe shaped.
It isn't Ricky's will.
Don't make fun of me.
You could make it that he is a wolf in spirit.
A wolf.
He's a wolf in raised clothing.
There are two wolves inside everyone. And they're both gay.
They're both gay.
Looking at a manta ray at the aquarium, there are two wolves inside you. And then the manta ray doesn't say anything because they don't understand English.
Yeah, but they're always smiling.
I killed Steve Irwin.
Yes, Steve Irwin.
Those are stingrays. You put some respect on the manta ray.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Stingrays are the dirty bastards.
Hey.
You hear that, stingrays? We're coming for you.
You think you're safe?
Otters.
Just you wait.
You put me in front of some stingrays, Monk. I'll make magic happen.
Okay.
Are you gonna prepare the spell this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case. You never know when a whole flock or herd of stingrays are gonna come at you, and I'm just gonna look at each one of them in the eye and say, "This is for Steve."
Or Steve.
Any of them, any Steve out there.
All right. And then I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself, and I'm just going to step closer to this thing.
Okay.
Oh wait,
so
is this entangled? I forget.
it's spike growth, which means that it doesn't make it difficult. Oh, it is difficult terrain. So your speed is halved, and you take 2d4
Okay.
for every 5 feet.
Oh, then I won't.
Sorry.
Yeah, way to go.
Shut up,
strategy.
Derp.
All right. Some of us are only close combat fighters.
It's in the water, actually. It's not on top, so you can.
Okay.
I
That
specified
dock's
that.
broken.
You did, yes.
Oh wait, what? It's
That-
it's not on the
spike
dock.
growth
So,
is in
in
the
the
water,
water.
not on the dock.
The
Oh,
dock
cool.
machine
I'm getting
broke.
on the dock.
But
Dock
you
machine
can probably
broke.
see it in the broken part of the dock, since that part is in the water.
Yeah, no, I'll allow it. It's underwater is spike growth, but the dock is not. So where you're standing is a dock that's still standing. Here's still standing, and here's still standing, but where the X is missing.
Okay.
Just don't
Oh,
fall
okay.
in.
I misinterpreted that. Sorry.
That's about what I can do on my turn.
Okay. All right.
Well, actually, I probably could move a little closer.
Yusern, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. We will move. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna move. I'm gonna move 25 feet this direction, and then 10 feet higher in the air.
Okay. So now you're about 25, 30 feet off the ground.
Okay, can I see the worm? Is that confirmed?
You
The
can.
worm?
But I can see the worm.
You
That
can
is
see the
confirmed.
worm. Yes.
I would like to come out of invisibility. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on it.
Okay.
We love Moonbeam.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes. Two D10 radiant.
What are you giggling at?
I looked in the camera and I realized the way that my hair is parted and like stuck under the headband and the headband, the headband and the headset, it makes it look like I have a bald spot.
Bald.
Bald. Bald.
Monk's like, hey, I'm right here, guys.
I'm like right here. What do you guys
listen? It's
Oh.
not. There's nothing funny about making fun of a bald person, but there is something
we
funny
know.
about making fun of a balding person.
Guys, this is a choice, by
Monk,
the
you're
way.
beautiful. We know.
And
Not mine,
Monk,
but
you
it is a choice.
It's not mine, but it is a choice.
Somebody made the choice. They
What were
did
you
not
gonna say,
consult
Hikaru?
me.
If I find the bastard that made this choice.
you wear it well.
You really do. Though I'm very mad at you for making your beard shorter. I'll never forgive you for that.
What are you talking
Okay.
about? He looks really sexy.
You hear that?
He looks so clean.
I just liked the long beard.
The long
I
beard
like
was
the scruffy.
I'll grow it out for you again.
Thanks.
I grew it out because
I want to see like a nice mid ground. I want to see like I want to see like full but
Ooh,
not
yeah.
long. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I want to see full Gandalf. Grow that
I
shit
know.
as far as you can. I want to see you
would
curl
be-
it over your
that would
shoulder.
be kind of fun.
Can I braid it?
Can Yusern tell me what he's doing on his turn?
I casted a moonbeam.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
and then
I did the moonbeams.
Great job
Grow
listening.
your beard to Gandalf, and then we braid it, and then that's when you can cut it off and shave it, and we sell the braids, and we donate the money to charity.
Okay.
Sell them on Patreon.
Yeah.
We sell them
Offer
on
that.
Patreon.
As part of
You
our
s-
sticker club, you can get
Actually,
some
yeah,
of Monk's
I don't
beard
think you
hair.
can.
No, I'm not.
People
doing
can sell Gamer Girl bathwater, but not hair.
I think that got
For
shut
rituals?
down.
Gamer Girl bathwater. First of all, that I think was illegal for different reasons.
So it succeeded.
Yep.
By the way,
Gross.
Yusern.
So it takes 5 radiant damage, and if it's a shape changer, it makes that saving throw with disadvantage. Yeah.
It is not a shape changer.
I didn't need to know that information, but that's
Just
baller.
changes
Thank you very
shapes
much.
in me, dog.
I kind of
Oh,
wish
well,
I
now
didn't know
that
the
it-
answer to that. I liked imagining a world in which this was a druid who hated everybody.
Maybe.
He
Well,
already
it's not
ate
just-
2
This
people.
now, right?
At the end of the round, we are gonna call it here, and
No.
we'll start next week at the top of the round with Evelyn. As
Have
you
to be
Single
guys,
fucking time.
But I can't do anything. Everything's so far away.
yeah, just jump across the boats or jump in the water. You get there in no time.
No.
I'll
Use
carry
Uldar.
you.
Uldar will get you there.
Uldar already left.
Uldar
He's
is
already on the
also
other
far
side.
away.
Yeah.
Fly forever.
Goodbye.
I
I need to
forever.
get you. I want to get Evelyn like a rifle.
Gun. I cast gun.
That would be
Because you can
sick.
use your right on ranged weapons, so you could use your
That
right
is
on
correct.
a fucking like a hunting
I'm-
rifle.
The only issue is I'm not proficient in firearms.
But
We
you
could
will
fix
be.
that.
I know a
I
trainer.
will be.
I know a police officer that can train you how to
We
shoot.
will make you proficient.
You know the guy that you guys shot in the butt?
Listen. It's all
Looking
bullets
at you,
under the
Cassius,
water,
looking at
you know?
That gun was malfunctioning. It was not.
I thought it was in the leg.
Yeah, well, the butt's connected. To the
Butt is leg.
Leg butt, leg butt.
Leg butt.
Leg butt.
Butt face.
Man, butt face and leg butt. Dynamic duo.
Well, gang, good game. Welcome back. That was so much fun. So much fun to have you guys back at the table. We
Good
missed all of you.
What a blast.
Always
It's good
good
to be
times.
here. All right, same time 2 months from now?
No!
Stop right now.
Far!
Same time next week?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
One more time!
But no.
Yeah.
Opposite.
Nice.
Back and
I
forth.
thought that's what we were doing.
My daughter
Sorry.
loves that song.
Me too.
Not me, because I'm older, but
Okay.
just kidding.
Not me, because I'm older and more mature and
Yeah.
responsible and really cool. So
Whatever, I guess.
Oh.
Slut.
What does that mean?
How dare thee?
You know.
All right. Well, gang, because everyone is back, again, we wanted to say we love you so much and happy Pride. We hope that you have
Pride.
just the best month ever. And it seems like the louder the world gets, the more important it is to take care of your own social circles, which includes us. We are part of your circle now, so we know that there's so many things that you all could be tuning into and spending your time on. The fact that you're doing it with us means a lot. You are loved, you are safe, and you are welcome. So happy Pride. Happy just being part of Gaming Related. And from the bottom of our hearts, thanks for being with us. Being here with
Can I
us.
ask chat and everybody a question?
no.
Yeah, Andy.
Okay.
We're all back. Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
I'm just wondering, can I have the big screen? It has to do with Pride for just a quick second.
I mean, I gave it to...
She keeps asking for the big screen. She doesn't want us to be on the screen. She
second.
hates us.
Because I want chat to see this. I made this for you guys, and I just want to know if you'd like it, and if you'd like to do something with it for Pride. They are swords of D&D dice with the different Pride things, and if it's something that
Cool.
you would like, I will post it on our Discord with them split up for the different flags and whatnot. But if it's not something people are interested in, I just wanted to do a quick vibe check.
I love it. Can
You bought
scale it
this
down
from a
bit?
professional artist?
Ooh.
Huh?
Did you buy this from a professional artist? Because it's
No,
amazing.
I made these.
Because it's
What?
so you didn't buy them, but they were made by a professional artist.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Give her
pretty
a minute,
sure.
guys. She'll understand.
I'm
Okay,
the
sure.
artist.
You're the artist.
Also, look at
You're-
Sleeping Dog.
Also-
You're
Hi,
the
Sid.
professional.
You're the professional.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But that's a serious question though. If people are interested in that, then I will do the work to split it up. But if not, then I'm not going to.
What
I
are those
love it.
stickers or are
Please.
those cool handle
They are
thingies?
just nothing right now except little swords.
But they could be stickers.
But they could be
They
stickers.
could be stickers.
They could be a border on your stream.
They could be stuff and things.
You could use them to kill your enemies.
You know
With
what? How about
gay.
this? I'll split them up and I'll post them on Patreon. They won't cost a thing. Just go give us a follow on Patreon and you'll get them for free. How about
Aw.
that?
Bookmarks
Love it.
was Minnie.
You would do
Bookmarks
them.
is great.
Bookmarks,
W.
Minnie,
Right.
that's a good idea.
That's
Yeah.
actually fucking
That's actually a really good
crazy
idea.
and smart. I'm not posting it on Patreon.
Hey.
Fuck you guys. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Since we don't have a command for it right now, which we will fix by next week, Minnie, could you post a link to the Patreon, pretty please? Thank you.
Also, thank you, Sid, for the sub, and shout out to Inferno711, who's our 450th follower. Thank you.
Woo! W's.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is that
you
it,
hate
gang?
Mini. Got it. I think that's it.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to.
I think that's everything.
I love
Happy
it.
Pride, everybody. Happy.
Yeah. Hey,
Dad,
happy Pride. We
Daddy's
got two more
father.
sessions. We got two more sessions in the middle of Pride Month, and I promise I will do everything I can to make them the gayest sessions of gaming related to date.
More gaming, more like gay. Gaming, you know?
Yeah, we got it.
Gaming related.
Get it?
Let's go.
Yep.
I think we should all dress up next week
Like in
to celebrate
tuxedos?
Pride. No.
What did
What
you
would
mean
that
by
look
that?
like?
Like tassels?
We'll talk.
What's the theme?
We'll talk in our
Okay.
post-stream
Yeah.
over on the Discord. If anybody wants to come hang out with us, that's where we'll hang out for a little bit after we take a small little break when session ends, decompress. But yeah, that'd be really cool if you guys come and hang with us on our Discord.
Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to our friends Orc Skull, who are currently on session 12. They're playing a campaign called Platypus Paradox. So
Nice.
let's go say hi to them, give them some love, and tell them Happy Pride and all that cool stuff. I'm looking at their maps, and it's awesome. There's animations going on. It's cool. But thank you guys for playing. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you in the after show chat in our Discord. We love you.
We love you. Take care of yourselves. Happy Pride and Father's Day.
Ka-chow.
I beat you to it. Sorry. I'll give it back to you.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. I can't believe you've done
That's
this.
his thing.